Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's me, ChipZ, the Chip Hand guy, about to read the Chip Hand piece. We're doing One Piece chapter 1096, and we're just gonna, basically do 1097, 1098, and we're just gonna operate off of momentum. If we're feeling good and feeling like it's a good time, we'll keep going. But yeah, we'll just see how far we get, man. I still have to catch up. We have a long way to go, so and I'm frankly super interested in what's going on in the story right now. Egghead is really fucking heating up. Kuma, we're getting the Kuma backstory at long last. Him and the revolutionaries, super interesting stuff. So yeah, I'm super excited. I've been meaning to hop back into it. I've just been a little busy this week, but we're here. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. All right. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the chapter. So last stream, we covered I think 1091 to 1095. So we made a good dent in the backlog, but we still have a lot more to cover. So yeah. Without further ado, I don't want to waste too much time bantering. So let's just get into it, shall we? Sorry, I'm just adjusting my some settings here. Alright, that should be good enough, I think. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright. Alright, let's get into chapter 1096, and the title of the chapter, which is the only thing I've seen so far. Again, for those of you who don't know, basically, I haven't read One Piece really since, like, July. My last stream must have been either in July or August, probably July though. And yeah, just had a really busy 2023. My year is going to be busy. 2024 is going to be a busy year as well, but frankly, right now things are pretty chill. So I'm, just kind of trying to get caught up, do some streaming, do some gaming. So again, appreciate y'all for joining. Figured it'd be a good weekend to do it since it's a holiday weekend. I don't have to work tomorrow morning, so we can get it through quite a bit. For those of you who don't know or haven't been following me on YouTube, I'm also doing a Baldur's Gate playthrough over there. I'm probably going to start streaming some more stuff, some more games over here. Maybe Nier Automata. I played a little bit of it in the past. I've never beaten the entire game. I've gotten like the first ending for 2B, I think. But I want to just do like a full playthrough of that. I'm probably going to do Final Fantasy VII, the OG, because I've actually never beaten that one either. I've only gotten to, I think, midway through disc 2 when I was younger, because I didn't own a PlayStation, so I would have to play it on my friend's hardware and stuff. So, but I know a lot. Like, I know the story, but I kind of just want to play through it myself, especially with like the new game coming out. I want to be able to do like kind of like a comparison playthrough between the two games, especially when it comes out on PC. But yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to kind of covering more games both on Twitch and on YouTube. But if you want the Baldur's Gate playthrough, currently I'm just uploading that to YouTube. I might start streaming it, though. I recently got a Steam Deck, which I'm pretty into, actually. So what I might do is my PC is pretty powerful, but when it comes to running like games with a lot of resources like Baldur's Gate, it can be a little bit tough to stream for like the resource of my graphics card to both like power streaming and playing that game at once. So if I play it on the deck, though, then I could probably plug it in through an additional capture card and stream it pretty easily. So I'm probably going to try to do that for certain games in the future that are a little bit too resource intensive, like when Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree comes out. Hopefully I'll be able to stream that too. Either way, even whether it works out as a stream or not, those will both end up on the Bag of Chips YouTube channel, which is linked on the channel page. So check that out if you haven't. And if you're on Bag of Chips and you don't follow me on Twitch, get at it. It's twitch.tv / ChipZ. Yep, and it's spelled like it is in the bio. So yeah, I'm not going to spell it out. But yeah, you can find it pretty easily. I've linked to it all over this channel. Whether you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube, you know how to, cross-reference that stuff. Shouldn't be too hard. But anyway, let's get into chapter 1096, Kumaichi. So let me see. We are starting off with a fox. A bunch of foxes, or a bunch of dogs, hanging out with Zoro. We got the DJ dog, we got the Roronoa Zoro, pirate earring dog. We got the pirate hat dog. This is God Usopp as a dog. And we got a dog who's stolen one of Zoro's swords. His Wado Ichimonji, or maybe a different one of Zoro's swords. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell which is which here, but that's okay. Cover request by UCP. Zoro upset over losing a game of musical chairs to a pack of chihuahuas. Oh, they're chihuahuas. Okay, I wouldn't have known that. But I guess this one kind of looks like a chihuahua. The other one's not so much. I don't think Oda's ever seen a chihuahua before. But whatever, Oda's good at other things. He's not good at identifying. He's not the best zoologist, but he's good at other things. He has other talents, so we'll let it slide. Zoro upset over losing a game of musical chairs to a pack of chihuahuas in the forest. Cute, so cute, hilarious. Okay, getting back into God's Valley, because we're literally getting the backstory of that right now through Kuma. Interesting. I did not expect the Kuma story to be relate at all to the God's Valley story. I think we might have Kong. If I'm seeing in the lower left-hand corner, it looks like Kong D gun over there in the lower left. But I'm just going up by that picture. We'll find out soon enough if that's our boy Kong or not. Alright. Let's see. There are 150 rare rabbits. So last we left our heroes, Kuma was a slave. His dad was a slave. His mom was a slave. His dad and mom got killed by celestial dragons. He was basically resigned to his fate. Tried to run away, but the other slaves caught him because they didn't want to be punished for him running away. But Ivankov and another girlie who I don't think we've met before, are trying to like convince him like, no, now's the time to break out because they're literally gonna hunt and kill us. Literally, what's his name? Like the celestial dragons are going on God's hunt on God's Valley, and they're just basically using this as a staging ground to just like attack and murder people. But we do know what happens on God's Valley. We know that Rox D. Zebek and his boys and Gold D. Roger and his boys are going to pull up, and this island is going to become a battlefield soon enough. So this is very interesting. I'm looking forward to see how like these kind of pre-revolutionary figures like Kuma, Ivankov, maybe Dragon, who knows, get involved with like the Roger people or like the Rox D. Zebek people. Like a lot of people pointed out that Dragon actually looks more like Zebek, at least Zebek's silhouette, than he looks like Garp. So I don't know, but the thing is like Luffy and Garp just look alike. So that's the part where I'm like, he could just be Garp's kid. Maybe just like looks different. Maybe looks more like his mom. Maybe his mom was Rox D. Zebek. Who knows? But we'll find out soon enough. There are 150 rare rabbits, quote unquote rabbits, okay, to hunt down. That's not to mention the 13 super rare ones, okay. Each of those is worth 10,000 points apiece. So this is really fucked up. A lot of things in One Piece have like a real world correlate to them. So what that means is like, even a lot of these atrocities, like humans riding on the backs of other humans and stuff like that, this is based on stuff that's happened in the real world, like, and not even like that long ago. Like some of which wasn't even like 100 years ago. So it's, you know, these, like, a lot of these things are like Oda is a smart boy who does his research and like is making reference to things that happen in the real world because he's a smart guy. He's doing he's trying to make a point with his story. I'm not sure if he's trying to change the world with it, but he is definitely trying to allude to larger issues that exist or have existed in our world in the past. Because, you know, One Piece is a grand, epic narrative, you know, it's very all-encompassing in what it is trying to be, or at least that's how Oda's trying to make it, and he's succeeding in my opinion. Truly a scholar and a gentleman, if I've ever seen one. Alright, remember, single hit kills will also earn you a skill bonus. Oh, this is pretty, sounds like he's like outlining how like a video game would work, or like a tabletop game would work for this. He's like, oh yeah, he's explaining the rules of this manhunt, a literal manhunt. You know, this reminds me of that scene in Community where Pierce, he's like the rich guy of the group in Community. he is at like a party with a bunch of lawyers, and they're all like learning like these things about like like things you can legally do. And Pierce learns like, guys, he comes into the room and he's, guys, do you know there's an island where you can legally hunt people or legally hunt other people? And yeah, so Pierce just heard about God's Valley, I guess that's the point. God, I need to rewatch Community. Such a good show. If you guys haven't watched Community, get on that shit. One of the better recent sitcoms in my memory, anyway. Totally goated. With the sauce, at least the first 3 seasons, but some of the later seasons are good too. All right, remember, single hit kills will also earn you a skill bonus. We prepared extravagant prizes for the winners of this prestigious event. This lovely, absolutely, it's like a yearly parade or a yearly, like the way they're describing it in such nonchalant terms as this crowd of people is just people from all over the goddamn globe are just crying and wailing and holding their children, and like these grown men are like weeping at the thought of like holding their people holding their kids. There's elderly there, women, children, people from all walks of life just mortified that they're being hunted for sport. Because what other reaction could you have? Like this is truly like, I'm making jokes to, keep the stream fun and keep, the mood light and whatnot, but yeah, this is horrific subject matter, man. This is really fucked up. Yeah, there's what else can you say? We prepared extravagant prizes for the winners, and the way the nobles are just making it seem like, oh, this is just what we do every year. It's super fun. This is a new venue. We pick an island that we don't like and we turn its inhabitants and our own slaves into like things that you can hunt for sport. And whoever kills the most people, actual human beings, is declared the winner by default. And it's fucked up, man. You pests can just sit back and watch. So that's what's this motherfucker, Moon Man, whatever his name is, Shanks' dad. Fuck this guy. He's a piece of shit, but he's strong apparently, a strong piece of shit if nothing else. The Man-Mayer family is going to win. So there's a cute girl with a cute hat. I do like her hat. It looks cute. She reminds me of like one of Big Mom's daughters. So we're seeing some other, I guess, like God's Knights type of people, I would presume. You got like this girl, the Manmeyer. I wonder what her first name is, because that seems to be a family name. Don't count on an easy victory, Garling. Oh, Figurlin Garling is this guy. Okay, so then we got a guy in a mask. He looks like I don't know. Have we seen this guy before? This like mask looks familiar. Is he like a CP0 guy? 46. He's got 46 on his mask. He's like the man in the iron mask, I guess. I don't know. And then we got like some powdered wig looking motherfucker over here, which is interesting. Interesting. Okay. Please, someone, wake me from this nightmare. How is this allowed to happen? I mean, yeah, that's, I mean, the thing is, something like this has probably happened in the real world just based on what we know about the way Oda writes. He is often referencing things that either have happened or mythology that is, exists somewhere. Like even the term Joy Boy being like a dancing kind of god of glee, or Nika being a dancing god of glee, I'm pretty sure is also based on something. Like something obscure, but something. I'm pretty sure he didn't come up with it himself. Not entirely anyway. So yeah, dark stuff, man. Okay, how can they toy with the lives of their fellow man? Yeah, pretty fucked up. And like this lady's holding her baby. Like this is fucked up, man. So they're just shooting people dead while they laugh. It's just a game to them. It's like they're playing Duck Hunt, basically, is what they're doing. Yeah, this is fucked up. Okay, so please desist and respect the rules. We haven't started yet. So someone's making an announcement to say, hey, please desist and respect the rules. We haven't started yet. So these guys are shooting prematurely. Yeah, even our children. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. And they're all crying. Consider the other 200 nobles participating. Yeah, because the nobles are the only ones who matter, right? Ugh, this stuff is, I can disassociate with this stuff, and I tend to do so by default, just because, like, I'm reading fiction, and it's, you know, it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be escapism, it's supposed to be something to think about critically, and something to analyze, and something to, like, you know, appreciate the artistry of. And you can do that, all of those things, without kind of being dismissive of a piece of work's subject matter and like the maybe darker themes it's trying to invoke, or the darker ideas and feelings it's trying to invoke. It's just a fine line for me to walk, you know, like I want to, I don't know, maybe because it's a comic, like, don't get me wrong, like, I cry when I watch, like, movies or TV shows that have, like, emotional moments, especially when I'm, like, with other people sometimes, like something when, like, the music hits, and when, like, everything is kind of, like, working towards a common goal of, like, building to, like, an emotional swell. That stuff hits me like a rock, man. That stuff hits me like a ton of bricks. But I don't know, with comics, it's just harder for me to get, like, full, it's not that I'm not emotionally invested. I am emotionally invested. I think it's easier, like, for me to get emotionally invested in someone, like, that we know closely, like Brooke or Robin, or someone who, like, we've got, like, or Momonosuke or Kinemon, like, watching them, like, because they're characters that we know. It's kind of like watching a family member or a friend that you, like, deeply care for go through something, where, like, this is just so fucked up, and, like, such an abstraction from, like, my admittedly somewhat privileged, like, day-to-day life, that it is hard for me to, like, I look at this, I'm like, I see how fucked up this is, and it does make me sad when I think about it for too long. But because it is a comic, and because it's so over the top, but not necessarily in a way that isn't realistic, or hasn't been, had an element, or been, you know, hasn't been kind of taken out of something that's happened in real life, because I'm sure something like this has happened somewhere in the real world at some point, you know, even, you know, if not in the recent history, like, although it wouldn't surprise me even in, like, the last 100 years if something horrible like this had happened, you know. But it is, like looking at these guys, I can feel the emotion of this scene. I think because Oda is just, like, he's trying to do a lot with a very little page real estate, and it's just because of the pace of the story at this point. Like, I feel like if he had given some more time, and I'm not even saying that this isn't affecting, it is affecting. Like, I'm reading it, and I like, the more I think about it, the more I dwell on it, it does affect me, and it does make me, like, sad and, you know, upset. And, like, I feel like some people reading this would be like, would maybe have, like, a more visceral reaction than I do. And I guess I'm just trying to explain why, like, I'm no monster, guys. Like, this is affecting me. I'm not trying to, like, I guess that's what I'm trying to get at here. I'm not necessarily trying to overly defend myself. I guess what I am saying, though, is that I am trying to, how would I put it? I am, like, I'm affected, but, like, I would be more affected if this was given a little bit more, if, like, maybe Oda had, like, framed this in a slightly different way. If he, like, maybe was focusing on the carnage even more than he is. And I'm not saying that he isn't, but I think he's trying to do multiple things at a time. There is a little bit of, like, page clutter going on here. Like, when this type of stuff happens in Berserk, I think it hits me a little bit harder, just because Berserk will just, like, linger on fucked up shit. And, like, for me, like, that, like, and I think it's also the way it's drawn, like, it's a bit more detailed and stuff. Like, so, and, like, usually a bit more disturbing. And I think that does affect a jaded person like me a little bit more. But I definitely see what Oda's going for, and it is fucked up, especially them going after the kids. Like, that does fuck me up, you know? Like, that's, yeah, it's fucking sad. I know it's leading somewhere, so I don't want to, like, be a bummer and dwell on it too much, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So yeah, they're only thinking of the nobles. There's only 1 hour before the hunt begins. Now run, little rabbits. Give us a good chase. Fuck. Alright, Navy HQ. You want me to go way out to the boonies to fight? What's the point? I can't say, Garp, but we need you there. Our reports haven't been verified, but if the danger is real, it'll be a disaster. So this is, Kong, I think is this guy's name. So he was the previous fleet admiral before Sengoku. Interesting to see him being like an actual part of the story again. Like, we literally haven't seen this guy since like right after Marineford, right? This is about the Celestial Dragon's little field trip, isn't it? Why should I care if they're in trouble? I always said it'd come back to bite you if you messed with Hachinosu. Hachinosu. What was Hachinosu again? Oh, Fuloled. Oh shit, the Pirates Island. So he was saying if they messed with Hachinosu, it'll come back to bite them. It's their own fault for poking the hive. Yeah, the Pirates' beehive, yep. I so prefer that to Fuloled, like calling it the pirate beehive or whatever. I like that as its meaning more. Or beehive or whatever it was called, like the wretched hive of scum and villainy, you know what I'm saying? What do they expect? You don't just swipe the crown jewel of the Pirate Islands. Of course they'd come to get it. Wait, they swiped the crown jewel of the Pirate Islands? So that's why the pirates are attacking? Interesting, okay. Where in the world did you hear about that? You must assign them extra protection to compensate for their stupidity, right? So what's got you so flustered? So what did they steal from Hachinosu? That's what I want to know. Also, Garp is so base, dude. Look at this guy. He's lounging by a pool, hanging out with some shotties, like, just living his best life, dude. You gotta, and just saying no to his boss, because he's like, you know what, I got enough clout that you're not gonna fire me, you know what I'm saying? And this is even before he became known as the hero of the Marines, so that's pretty based. It's pretty badass. He's looking like Luffy here, to be honest, because he's like a little, like, skinnier. This is cool. I love seeing Garp. I love seeing young Garp vibing out like this. This is great. Well, there's something we didn't account for. It seems Roger's on the move there, too. Lead with that next time. I'm on my way. So, okay, so he already has, like, a vendetta against Roger. Even though Roger, at this point, is probably just a young upstart, from what we know. So he's kind of like the smoker to Roger's Luffy, or something. That's what I would say, but okay. Hachinosu, Pirate Island, New World. Oh shit, we're gonna see rocks in the fucking heyday, bro. Holy shit, are we gonna see Kaido and everyone else? Oh fuck. Hachinosu, Pirate Island, New World. The rocks pirates have already set sail. We've gotta get going too. Hurry up, they beat us to it. This is going to shake the pirate world to its core. Alright, so God Valley is in the West Blue. Interesting. I don't know if we knew that before. I assumed it was a Grand Line Island, but I'm not surprised. This is interesting. I've never witnessed so many ships gather around a single island. Pet, pet. As you can see, we are trapped in this hellish reality. Nobody will be able to escape. And one day it will be forgotten and lost to history. Fuck, dude. Oh my god. Big old titties is getting shot in the back. This guy's trying to protect a child. Oh man, this is fucked up. And they're riding like weird birds. They're riding like Chocobo from Final Fantasy. God Valley, West Blue. Okay, so this is Ivankov talking. They chose this place for their little murder festival just to claim the natural resources here. Man, this is so fucked up. 100,000 civilians have been branded rabbits for the hunt. Jesus. Not a single... Oh, he still had a big head even back then. That's so funny. Not a single one will still be alive in 3 weeks' time. Can you believe that? How is this world fair? So, okay, based Ivankov, as usual, just speaking truth to power, telling it like it is, and they cut off this guy's head. Damn. Dude, that's the most, like, visceral thing I think I've ever seen in One Piece. Literally a celestial dragon standing there like a fucking idiot. Like a fucking moron, like a fucking imbecile, after butchering somebody. And we're just seeing their, like, decapitated, like, stump where their head used to be. That's... Jesus Christ, man. This is getting insane. Okay, so Ivankov's talking to the other slaves. But they said we'd be freed if we survived this full 3 weeks till the end of the festival. So this guy's like shivering, and these are the guys that caught Kuma, I think. Kuma's got an arrow in the back. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the festival's 3 weeks long? Jesus. Like hell you will! In all their previous hunts, there were exactly 0 survivors. What? So why would they kill their own slaves? I guess because they could always get more. I don't know. Seems pretty, like, wasteful. But I guess it's the Celestial Dragons. You can't expect them to act, like, rationally, because they don't, you know? So, they're very frivolous. They don't give a fuck. Unless it's, like, their food supply runs out, and then they give a fuck. Or their homes are being attacked, and then they give a fuck. But generally speaking, they don't give a fuck. And they have literal... I just realized this. They have literal bullseyes on their backs to help the Celestial Dragons, like, shoot them. Wow, that's so fucked up. God, that's so over the top. I need to, like, maybe I can look up, like, I don't even want to know what the, like, I don't, maybe it's some other time, like, maybe between now and my next stream, I'll look up, like, whether, like, man hunting man, or, like, humans hunting other humans has been, like, a real thing throughout history. Like, I want to know more about, like, what this is based off of. Maybe there'll be, like, a note at the end of the chapter, actually. So, because TCB usually does a good job with, like, leaving good notes and stuff like that. Like Helluvill, in all their previous hunts, there were very exactly 0 survivors. What? But why would they lie about that and give us false hope? There is no thrill for them in killing people who who have already given up. They want you to hope and run so they have a good chase. That's so fucked up, man. The Celestial Dragons are, like, so gross, dude. Like, even just, like, the silhouette. It just looks so stupid. They look like aliens, but they look so dumb, but they're so evil and, like, so deplorable. And it's just fucked, man. You will never win if you play the rigged game. Focus on escaping it altogether. Focus on escaping it altogether. Okay. St. Garling scores a quick 100,000 points. He's just riding his fucking chocobo around, murdering civilians for fun. Yeah, this guy sucks. And his hair is stupid. I mean, I actually like his hair, but he still sucks. I hope the Rocks Pirates beat his ass. Now I'm just waiting for the pirates to show up. Stare. Okay, so there's a Den Mushi staring, and now we're back in Mary Joyce? Maybe? Oh, so there was a fishman with them. Interesting, okay. Did we already see that fishman with them? I don't know. So there's a fishman there, and he chews off... Oh, is this Hack? Yo, this is Hack from the Revolutionaries. So he was a slave, too, and he would... So that makes sense, that, like, that Hack, who's also a revolutionary, would join the crew, aka Oda's self-insert character, Hack. Alright, it came off. What a strong jaw, no surprise for a shark fish, man. So he actually bit through the chains. That's pretty badass. Ah, thank you, I've never been praised like this. The tournament prizes are the key to our escape. The prizes? One of them is in the strongest class of devil fruits. Oh, that's the one that Kaido ends up getting from Big Mom. If you eat it, it'll allow you to transform into an Azure Dragon. Okay, so Kaido's fruit, literally. And then they've also got the Paw fruit, which can be used to blast yourself and others to distant islands. Wow, so 2 of the strongest devil fruits that we've seen in the series were prizes for God, like winning the hunt on God's island. That's so interesting. But we know Kaido ended up getting one from Big Mom, apparently, who must have secured it somehow. And, wow, I can't believe they just had this Azure Dragon fruit that actually got stolen from the world government. That's incredible. Who would have thought? Interesting. Okay. If any of us can eat one of those fruits, yeah, because one you can fly away, and the other you can, like, blast everyone, including yourself, away. So either way, that is a good way. That is a good way. Like, there's no losing if you can get one of those. I wonder how this girl found out about this. I forget what her name is. If any of us can eat one of those fruits, we will escape this hell and the Navy siege. There's only a dozen of us, but we can do it. We can do this. But it's impossible. The prizes are kept at the very center of the island. I'm a pro thief and a wiretapper. 2 weeks back, I leaked all this info to the outside world. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, dude. So she is the one who brought the pirates' attention to this island. Whoa. Whoa. So that it also makes me ask, like, what was the crown jewel of Hachinosu? Was it one of these devil fruits? That's interesting. The crown jewel of Pirate Island. So what was it? Is it one of these two devil fruits, or was there something else that was the crown jewel? I suppose we'll find out soon enough. They've also got the pawpaw fruit. Yeah, we've read this one. So she's just a baby, but she's also already a pro thief and wiretapper. 2 weeks back, I leaked all this info to the outside world. I'm sure my message got someone's attention. A plan like this needs plenty of decoys running around, after all. I can help with that. Okay, Kuma. Kuma? My size and bulkiness will help me survive longer than most. That's a good point. So he's going to be bait. He's going to be a decoy. Okay. I hate to see anyone here die when we attempt this. Hee-haw! Well said, Kuma. I will not allow any of you to be killed. We're escaping God Valley together. So it's interesting because these two, I don't know if you guys remember, but these two had like a big, like, to-do during the Paramount War. So at the time, it was Ivankov, who had been in jail for a while, who didn't believe that Kuma had joined the warlord. She's like, why would he, who hates the government, become like a servant of the government? And then when she met Kuma in at the war, and to be fair, Ivankov had been imprisoned for a while, so maybe she just like didn't get a lot of news from the outside world. Maybe she doesn't have the privileges that Doffy has to get his nice little prison newspaper sent to him every week or whatever. But when she saw Kuma, she was like, oh, like what the hell is happening here? And they ended up fighting. So like these guys have history now. Now we know. These guys go way further back than I ever would have thought. I thought they were boys from like the Revolutionary Army, like straight up. But this is like pre-Revolutionary Army. This is like they were both slaves. And I didn't know Ivankov was once a slave. But I mean, Ivankov's always been an awesome character who always like is just like a true freedom fighter. Based Ivankov. Awesome to see Ivankov in the past and looking hilarious as usual. Yeah, well said. And even before the devil fruit, still looked hilarious. Very funny proportions. But I love it. Yeah, well said, Kuma. I will not allow any of you to be killed. We're escaping God Valley together. Oh shit. What was that? Oh fuck. Oh fuck, it's the Rocks Pirates. Oh shit, dude. And we got Stus. Oh my god, dude. Oh, we got young Kaido, who actually doesn't look that young, considering he's supposed to be like in his teens, like his late teens here. Big Mom is looking fucking great though. God damn, she's got Prometheus in one hand, ready to fight. Yo, I love this, dude. Who's this fish man with him? Dude, oh my god, I can't believe we're seeing this. This is so exciting. Oh, I'm so excited, dude. I was not expecting to get like, I wasn't sure how they would handle this flashback, because I knew we were on God Valley. And like, goddamn, is it awesome to be on God Valley. Because like, I've been wanting God Valley stuff since, I thought we were going to get a God Valley flashback for Kaido, but we didn't even get one. So, I mean, like, I'm glad we're finally getting one. Thanks, Oda. Like, thank you for, like, finally delivering, man. Like, Kaido's backstory ended up being a bit, like, lesser than I would have wanted. Like, it was just not very... It was fine. Like, it fleshed out his motivations enough. But, like, it's, like, you want, like, a flashback to, like, knock a character's, like, you know, motivations and personality out of the fucking park. Like, Kaido's was serviceable, and that's all it was. And it didn't do any favors for a character who already kind of felt, like, a little bit shafted in his own arc, in my opinion. Like, I didn't vibe with Kaido nearly as much as I vibed with, like, even maybe, like, Orochi. Now, I vibed with Kaido more than Orochi, but, like, he's definitely not, like, one of the better villains in One Piece, if you ask me. He was intense and intimidating, but that's, you know, like, he's not in my top 5 villains of One Piece by any stretch, you know. Or top 5 antagonists or anything like that. He's fine, but he feels like kind of tertiary in hindsight in a lot of ways. I guess his biggest contribution is bringing about the Joy Boy transformation, which is kind of sad that that's his biggest contribution. Although this is pre-Dragon Fruit Kaido, so that's interesting. What was that? So, you know, Marine ships start getting blown up. Off the East Coast, it's the Rocks Pirates. Why are they here? There's no time to worry about that. So the Rocks Pirates, a bunch of ships coming in. We're being swarmed by notorious pirates. Why is this the first time hearing of this? What are they after? I like this guy's... I don't know why, but this guy's got such a unique design. I don't know. I just find it interesting. Oda just does like to have like characters like him have a unique design. Oh god, dude, look at all these guys, man. I bet you I can pick out who these guys are without even like reading anything. So fire! So they're firing back. Give up, you lousy Marines. Follow my lead, crew. Roar! Okay, so we got... Don't rush ahead, Rocks. And since when did I say I'd let an idiot like you give me orders? So who said that? Okay, so this is Rocks saying, give up, you lousy Marines. Follow my lead, crew. So, okay, so that's Rocks. He's telling the crew to follow his lead. And we still haven't seen Rocks' face. So I'm assume we're going to get that soon. But this is already hype as fuck. I'm actually so excited. This is like... I was like excited, but now I'm like my excitement levels have gone way up now that like all the best boys are here, you know? All the best boys and girls. So many like cool recognizable characters here. Don't rush ahead, Rocks, and since when did I say I'd let you, an idiot like you, give me orders? So Whitebeard, defiant till the last, isn't putting up with Rocks' bullshit. Newgate, not you too. So Stussy is being a wimp and hiding behind her her boyfriend, her husbando. We know these two fuck. Honestly, young Stussy, can't fault him, my dude. Can't fault him at all. Newgate, not you too. So she's like hiding behind young Whitebeard, looking great by the way with his flowing locks. Finders keepers, that sound good to the rest of you. Finders keepers, that sound good to the rest of you. Okay, so that's Golden Lion Shiki. Oh, this is not Boa Hancock, but the previous generation's Snake Lady, right? Oh no, it's what's her name? It's Shocky. This is Shocky, isn't it? Yeah, it's Shocky. Yeah, Shocky from the bar in Sabaody. From Grove, whatever. I forget which Grove, but yeah, there's a million of them. So, but yeah, Shocky was the previous like Kuja leader, and she became a member of the Rocks Pirates. So that's Shocky with the snake. That's awesome. Damn, that's so cool that Shocky was. Oh man, is she gonna like fall in love with Rayleigh on this battlefield? That would be pretty hot. All right, Newgate, not you too. Finders keepers, that sound good to the rest of you? So okay, so we got Golden Lion Shiki. He's smoking a cigar. He's got 2 swords. He's floating, looking badass. We got Big Mom and Prometheus looking great. We got my boy Kaido looking like an absolute, like way too big for a teenager. Like, Oda, what the fuck, dude? Like, what are you doing, man? Come on, you can't make him look like this. Are you fucking kidding me? And then we got Captain John, the booze guzzler, the booze hound himself, just guzzling down, just guzzling the fuck down. Wait, we've seen this helmet guy before too. I don't know who this like John Lennon looking motherfucker is, or this like guy with the sunglasses. But I know this guy was on Thriller Bark. So I should know who this guy is. Wait a second, hold on. I want to see if I can. Let's go way back. View all chapters. How far back does this go? Because I want to go back to like Thriller Bark, if I can. That was that chapter like 400 something, right? Let's go 429. Would that be Thriller Bark? Okay. No, this is not Thriller Bark yet. Okay, hold on. Bear with me, guys. Wait, hold up. That was 429, right? Alright, so we should be in 438? No. Okay, no, we're not far enough. We need to be at like 450 something. I just really want to figure out like who this guy with the helmet is, because we've heard his name before. That much I know. Let's do 450, maybe 460. All right. Thank God for TCB right now with the reference material. So where are all the like the cool pirates that he brings back from the dead? Where are those guys? Did they already get introduced? Damn, I love Oars. Oars is the best. Alright, let's go to a previous chapter. I just want to see... Oh, I see. Okay, so this is after they got their souls stolen or whatever. Okay, hold up. So, is it ahead? I guess it would be ahead, right? Ghostbuster. Okay, no, maybe we've gone too far. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to find, like, where are the cool guys? Because I know the armor guy is a guy we saw in Thriller Bark. I know that for a fact. I know Captain John. That was an easy one to pick out for me. But we need to find... I just want to find the guy who is... wore the cool helmet, because I think they say the names of like most of these guys, right? I'm pretty sure. I guess I could be wrong. I'll look into it later. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I was just hoping to find, or you know what? Let me just do a Google search. One Piece names of the zombies Thriller Bark arc. Yes. All right. Okay, so yeah, there's like a bunch of like heroic zombies. Okay, here we go. 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 So Captain John was among them. That much we know. Named zombies. Okay. John. So I guess we didn't get the name for Helmet Guy, did we? Maybe, I guess, did we not get the name for them? Huh. I was hoping Armor Guy would have gotten a name, because he was, like, pretty badass looking. Like, he was like a standout design. It was this guy. Definitely, like, a really standout design. But, like, maybe we'll find his name here. Like, I didn't realize he was a member of Rox, though. I mean, I guess he is, like, a legendary dead man who Moria, you know, turned into a zombie, which is pretty cool. That Moria, like, it was able to get a couple of members of the Rox Pirates as, like, part of his zombie army. Like, that actually, like, in hindsight, makes Moria, like, pretty badass. Not even gonna lie. I mean, I've always really liked Moria, but that's pretty cool. That's admittedly pretty cool. Alright, let's see. So, okay, the people we have here are Newgate. We got my boy Golden Lion Shiki. We got Big Mom. We got Kaido. We got Stussy, the OG Stussy. We got Captain John. We got... Man, this is a stacked-ass crew. This is like Luffy's crew in terms of like the amount of like heavy hitters and like people that we know the names of. And we got, what's her name from the Kuja? We got, I just had her name. Why am I forgetting already? Shocky, which is awesome. And then this guy from Thriller Bark, and this other guy looking like Michael Jackson. Honestly, this guy looks like Django from the arc with Usopp and Kuro. But I feel like this guy's, you know, supposed to be like a cool guy. In particular, he's got a cool hat, looking pretty badass. Honestly, this crew looks intimidating as fuck. That moron Rox is bound to lose sight of our main goal. We've got to confirm it's here first. So they're looking for some treasure, apparently. Who died and put you in charge? I'm gonna blow you all out of my way. I'll snatch it out from Under all your pathetic noses. Fuck yeah, Big Mom. Fuck yeah. You all have your heads in the clouds. I'll be gone before you know it. Looks like Roger is on his way as well. He's the one person one thing at a time, rookie. So she's like sunning him because he's just a kid compared to her, I guess. This is gonna be a decisive battle. Yeah, no shit. That's right, don't forget it. And today's the day we settle this. Smirk, smirk. Wow. Sorry, that page took a lot. I needed to just like slow down and talk about the Rocks for a minute, because I'll be honest. I have mixed feelings on the Rocks Pirates. In my opinion, I think it's weird that like too many of like the modern era's heavy hitters were in one crew. Like for me, it would have been cooler if if I was writing One Piece, because like for me, like one thing I think about whenever I'm like working on a story or a narrative is like I don't want to. I'm always thinking about factions, and I'm always thinking about having different groups of people with like different allegiances and different alliances and different points of view and different objectives. And I get that Rock's crew is notably like Oda lampshaded the whole thing by it being like a crew of like misfits and people who are like kind of out for themselves, but Rocks is just so awesome that he was able to unite these like guys who would never be able to work under the same crew together, these like, you know, bold personalities. Rocks is just that cool that he's actually able to like hold this crew together. But I will say, like, for me, I think it would have been more believable if like Whitebeard, for instance, was in a different crew. Or like, I don't know, like you could still have like Golden Lion, you could still have Big Mom and like Kaido be in the same crew. I don't think that you would have to change anything like that. I actually like the idea of Big Mom and Kaido being in a crew together as like younger people. Like I think that's kind of like a cool origin story for those two and gives them like a connection in Wano and stuff. I do think it's weird that like Whitebeard would ever be aligned with these guys, knowing what we know about Whitebeard. Like it is bizarre to me that like he would ever, like, cause he's just like a pretty like chill and like moral guy who like does not care about pillaging for like the most part. So like, why would he be here? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, like including Whitebeard in like, and like I'm okay with Shaki being here because like we don't like. To me, she's maybe more like of a gray area type of person, just based on what we know about her. You know, she's just kind of in it for entertainment in the present, and she seemed like kind of a badass even like when we meet her in Shaki's bar. And I like that her and Brooke were flirting together. Brooke can bone that one, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see her. And it's cool to see all these guys. Like, all these guys are really interesting. And I don't even mind, like, there being other guys like what's his name? Golden Lion as part of this crew, too. But to me, it'd be more interesting if, like, maybe Whitebeard and Golden Lion had their own crews and, like, their own territories during this time. And, like, maybe there was, like, another power struggle going on where, like, Rocks was clearly, like, the one with, like, the most power. But, like, there were other forces, like Roger's guys and Whitebeard's guys and, like, Golden Lion Shiki's guys, and like Ochoko. Like, isn't Ochoko part of this crew as well? So yeah, that's another thing. I guess which one is Ochoko? Is this one Ochoko? Because we know that Ochoko exists in the present timeline. Like Blackbeard, she was previously after Rocks became the leader of the Pirate Islands, and then what's his name? Blackbeard during the Rocky Port incident was able to oust Ochoko in some way, and get her to relinquish that territory. We don't know exactly how, but the Rocky Port incident was what allowed Blackbeard to make his move and take over Pirate Island. So I don't know if we've seen Ochoko. Is this Ochoko? I don't know. This looked like a guy to me, but I guess it could be. I thought Ochoko was a girl, based on like a female pirate, but I could be wrong. It's like a Chinese pirate, as far as I'm aware. Okay, so now we got the Roger pirates showing up. The Rocks crew has made landfall. What are you marine dogs playing at? What would you do if something were to happen to us? Come in. I mean, I don't know, fuck off. Like, literally die. This is a pretty interesting staging ground for this giant conflict, isn't it? And we got God's Knights who have to pull up, you have to fight. Oh man, this is awesome. Holy shit, man. I didn't expect to get like, oh, this is hype as fuck. Oh, young Roger looks great too. Oh, this is awesome. This is like pre-Odin. which is cool, frankly. Odin's like such a weird inclusion into all this mythos and whatnot. Oh, we got the guy with the top hat, who's Garp's right-hand man. Oh, fuck, I'm forgetting his name. The cool guy with the sword who appeared in the cover arc and cut up the swords that Helmeppo, or the guns that Kobe was using. I forget his name. He's awesome though. I want to say like Colbert or something, or like, I don't know. He's like a badass super spy kind of guy, but he's cool. All right, the Rocks crew has made landfall. There are more fearsome pirates flooding in from all directions. How did this leak? This event was supposed to be top secret. So we know how it leaked and how all this stuff is converging. It's like a literal, like, young slave girl leaked this shit to the world. And now Eam is literally going to blow this island up because of it. That's crazy. We're still not certain what the pirates are after. Please be advised, the West Coast is a danger zone. The Roger pirates have docked there. Huh? Okay, so now we got the Roger pirates pulling up. So we got Silver's Rayleigh, we got Roger himself, we got cool fire hair guy, we got Fishman guy, big old Fishman guy, we got Axe Hand Morgan over here, just joking. We got Scopper Gaban, as we like to call him. The Roger pirates have docked over there. Finally, you have any idea how I felt this past year? Roger, not using the captain card to call dibs this time, okay? Roger, no using the captain card to call dibs this time, okay? This looks rough. Pull those Marines back and see to it that the Celestial Dragons are protected. What a disgrace. Why even bother surrounding the island with ships? God's Knights, stand ready. So now we got God's Knights. We got this cutie back here with like a cool like Rosner hair, this like jet black hair, this cool armor. Right. So okay, and then we got this giant guy with this like fucking cow skull on his head and like a giant stick. That looks based. The God's Knights are hopefully going to be pretty cool, or pretty formidable at least. I mean, what's his name? Luffy's dad, Dragon. He was talking up the God's Knights. He was saying a lot of tough shit about them, so that's interesting. Alright. What in the world is happening? Roger and Rocks? I don't know if we're gonna make it. Reinforcements have arrived. It's Vice Admiral Garp. Woo! We're saved! Just tell me where I can find Roger. So he's going specifically to fight Roger. Even though he's gonna have to begrudgingly, we know he's gonna have to begrudgingly team up with Roger to get this done. Of course. It's absolute mayhem out there. We couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. Is this it? Yes, I don't know which is which. Just eat up. So they're both gonna... Oh, but Big Mom, of course. Eva-chan! So Big Mom comes through and just, like, pushes Eva into a wall. You know, I always thought that it'd be interesting if Eva, who's like a queen in her own way, and Big Mom were to ever interact. Like, the two queens, you know, doing the drag walk. I think that'd be an interesting... I mean, Big Mom's, you know, not in drag or anything, but... And Eva, you know, who knows? Gender fluid. Interesting character. But damn, just getting bodied by Big Mom. Eva-chan. Phew, close one. Hand that one over, too. Kuma, don't think, just eat it. You have to eat it. Munch, munch. So Kuma, we know in the present that Kuma is known for saving the Straw Hats when they were in a particularly precarious situation. And now we're learning that Kuma always has been the person who's saved everyone in particularly precarious situations. So Big Mom comes through, absolutely destroys Eva, grabs the dragon fruit. You have to eat it to save them. If we manage to get a single person off this island alive, munch, munch, munch. So he's eating it before Big Mom can get to it. We can call this victory! A victory over them! Oh, fuck, but here comes the fucking G himself. The fucking bastard that everyone hates. Saturn. Walking in. Kuma gets fucking punted by Saturn. You're the Buccaneer brat. You can either live as a slave or die. Nothing else can be tolerated for someone of your ilk. What? That is what the tides of time have decided. So we haven't really learned too much about the Buccaneer clan yet. Hopefully we find out some more soon. Clearly they're very tough and resilient. That is what we know about them. Are you somebody important? I don't understand how someone can be born to be more or less important. Nice, Kuma. If you're born to be a slave, then what's the point in being born at all? If I have some kind of power now, I'm going to use it to save as many people as I possibly can. Just like Nika. Yeah, dude. That's what we're talking about. Honestly, you probably saved more people than Nika, to be fair, to be honest. That is precisely why you people needed to be erased. Damn. Damn, man. This guy has always been sort of an enemy of Kuma. Saturn has always been the one who's been fucking with Kuma, is what we're learning here. Oh shit. So you can see the island, it's kind of you can already see it's getting fucked up. Like there's like hockey clashing. Hold it, Rocks. You're in my way, Roger. This fateful incident would soon be obscured by the shadows of history. Oh fuck, so we don't even learn what happened? Are you serious? The Kingdom of Sorbet, South Blue. Sorbet Kingdom. Okay. Oh, and I realize now the buildings are shaped like at least some of them are shaped kind of like ice cream bars. That's actually really cute. I like that. The Kingdom of Sorbet, South Blue. So they only ended up reporting Garp's heroism, huh? This Morgans is nothing but a hack. He prints what the world's top brass wants. In the end, we still have no idea what the heck really happened on that island. So I need to know, like, how did they get out of this? This seems like an impossible situation. Like, even Kuma just got these powers. Was he really able to save everyone from Saturn? Like, as a baby? I don't know, that's a little bizarre to me. Like, Saturn has the power to, like arguably more powerful than, like, an admiral. Like, what the fuck? Like, how did they get out of this? I really need Oda to cover this. And I'm mad that he cut away from this backstory. Like, I'm not saying we needed to see everything. I needed to see more than what we just saw. Because all we got is, hold it, Rocks, you're in my way, Roger. Like, these two are about to fight. And then it cuts away. Oda, come on. Like, I've never been super upset when Oda cuts away from something cool. Because I always had faith that he would go back to it if it was important. But there are times where I think he doesn't give enough time to the things that he should dedicate time to. This is one of those times. And I'm not saying he won't give us more. In fact, I believe that he will. I would be surprised if he didn't. But you better, you motherfucker. You better. Don't be a hack, Oda. Give us more of this shit. I need to see the actual contents of God's Valley in some capacity. I need to. God. Okay, it is good to get more information, though. I do like that. It's been good to get this info. I do know that this is a Kuma flashback, so maybe it's just not the time to get into, like, all the God's Valley stuff. But it's good to know, like, how these guys got their fruit, or specifically how Kuma got his fruit, how Big Mom got the dragon fruit. It's good to know. It's good to know. All right. The Kingdom of Sorbet, South Blue. In the end, we still have no idea what the heck really happened on that island. Just how long are you planning to pray like this, Kuma? I keep thinking I could have saved more people back there. Stop talking nonsense. You saved our 500 souls. You saved over 500 souls during that mess. That's right, you were amazing, Kumachi. Kumachi, a nickname for Kuma similar to Teddy. Aw, that's cute. Nice. Everyone cried tears of gratitude thanks to you. Even I welled up. Aw. Those hands of yours can bless people with freedom. They're hands of liberation. I mean, yeah. Honestly, yes. Kuma's like more the warrior of liberation than anyone. Kinda. Hands of liberation? I really like the designs of the stuff in the Sorbet Kingdom. So your family ran a church. That explains so much about you. So he was a Christian. His family ran a church. Well then, I'm off to sea. I'm going to bask in my freedom. Aw, this is cute. Little Ivankov is very cute. I cannot deny it. I'll never forget your face for as long as I live. I mean, how could you? It's such a bizarre and unique face. How could you ever forget? Nah, no one ever does. Sorry, I'm not coming, big bro. I want to stay with Kuma while I think about what I'm going to do with my life. So this must be Bonnie's mom. This is Bonnie's mom. I'm already forgetting her name. Take care, my friends. Now then, since I'm 4 years your elder, you can leave it to Big Sis to work out how we're going to feed ya. What? Split that log, Kumachi. Now we just gotta sell it. No more dumpster diving or stealing for us. Let's work hard and buy our food from now on. Aw. What? There's no way you're only 9. You lying freak. Oh, right, he's such like a big boy despite being like... I wonder if Big Mom was also like a buccaneer. Because she was huge as a kid, right? And she's also got like super strength. You lying freak. Nice, so she would beat up these guys who were messing with Kuma. Pick on someone your own size. Ginny. Oh, Ginny is her name. Ginny, right. Bam, bam. She beats the shit out of these guys. Wah! And then he heals them. Wow. Or he dispels the pain. Sorry about that. Ginny's a nice girl, really. Huh? I feel better. The pain's been blown away. Did you use some kind of magic? Willy-nilly, silly old Kumachi, Kumachi. Ginny's song seems to be a reference to the Winnie the Pooh theme. Oh, that's really cute. That's actually great. Willy, I don't know where Willy comes from. Oh, that's cute though. Oh, this is cute. Munch, munch, crunch, crunch, choo, choo. Munch, munch, choo, choo. I'm still hungry. You sure? So good! Aw, so these two are just living together. That's really cute, man. I don't know, this is really, like, wholesome stuff. You're a real glutton, Ginny. Just like her daughter would be. Let's keep up the hard work. Kumachi, how old were you when you became a slave? 4. Me too. I don't think you should sound so excited about that. I'm full. My belly's actually full. What's wrong? Kumachi? Oh, come on, don't cry. I'm just so happy. Their first taste of peace and hope. So these two are like truly like this is really cute. This is just really cute, man. God, I wish we got more of the God's Valley shit, man. I'm dying for information about God's Valley. Where's Ochoko? Or Ochoko? Ochoko. Who is this fucking like gladiator looking motherfucker? I know he was on Thriller Bark. I just don't know his name. Who is this person? Where's Ochoko? Oh my god. There's just so much to get into here. And like this is really cute. That like the first time they've ever been full and they make each other cry out of sheer happiness. Wow. Okay guys. We're getting into the next one. No breaks, no nothing. We're doing it. Might take a break after this one, but we'll see. We'll start here. Interesting. Cover story. Cover request by Takashi. Kuma catching salmon in a river. And he's catching salmon. He just smacked the salmon into a different dimension, as he does. And we got... Is this Ginny? Hanging out with him? Doing some barbecue of salmon on the... And she's got his gloves. Interesting. She's like, you forgot your gloves, big dude. God, Ginny looks good. Ginny from the block, huh? You know? Alright. 1097. Getting into the chapter here. 8 years after the God Valley incident. 30 years ago. 17 years old, already looking like a fucking beefy daddy over here. What the hell? God damn, bruh. Please help me, Kumachi. Days and months pass by. Years. Literal years. Not just days and months. I've been coming here since your pa was around. It came as a nasty shock when you all went and disappeared on us. Kingdom of Sorbet, South Blue. And he's literally got like a healing hand. Like he dispels discomfort. And like he's literally like a interesting, like, because he's always carrying a Bible. And I always wondered why that was. I guess he really was like a religious guy. And like what we're learning is, I guess maybe he worshipped the sun god Nika as is the meme, right? But I don't know. He's like actually like very much, you know, doing God's work out here. You know, take that as you will. But he's helping the sick and the needy and the elderly, and just helping them live like happier, healthier lives to some degree, or very least happier. just by dispelling their discomfort. But it's comforting to know you grew into such a sweet boy. Your parents did a great job. I'm sure they're so proud of you becoming a bona fide clergyman. Bona fide clergyman. So he becomes the king at some point, right? The king of Sorbet Kingdom. But he was a clergyman. And he looks like a monk. But like he's got like this patchwork outfit. So he's still like a very humble individual. He's not like a king yet. I wonder if he's like elected king. I wonder how that works. Or if he was even a king at all. Like maybe his statute, not his statute, but like his, maybe his situation was somehow overstated. But he just was living in this church and helping people. Pastor Bartholomew Kuma, 17 years old. Wow, pastor, huh? And he looks so sweet. Like they used to, I remember at one point they called him like the gentle smiling Kuma, or that's what the revolutionaries knew him as. They're like, they've turned him into a fucking robot, you know, fucking Terminator. This is horrible, because he used to be such a sweet guy. There are hardly any youngins left in this country these days. It's no wonder we're getting poorer and poorer. Ah, what a relief. I feel so much better. Bless you. Me next. My hips are killing me. Oh, so all the old people go to him to have their pain dispelled. That's wonderful. We can't thank you enough. God bless your miracle hands. Wait, did I already find out the... Oh, this chapter's called Chapter 1097, Ginny. So we got Ginny showing off her booty back here, but, alright, fuck it. We can't thank you enough. God bless your miracle hands. Can't you do this on weekdays, too? Give him a break, guys. Fat chance, Sundays only. So here comes Ginny from the block. God damn, sister, you looking fucking fine, girl. 21 years old. So we can thirst after her. Hell yeah, hell yeah. God damn, but she's got some cool hair. These weird, like, you know, floppy ear looking things coming down on the side, but she's looking great. God damn, girl. All right, where do you freeloading old bags? I was gonna say flea-loading old bags. Freeloading old bags. Get off, asking for even more help. Haha, we've gotten the attention of Little Miss Cheapskate. I guess she is like a former thief. She's wearing those booty shorts though. God damn. Quit flapping your gums. This isn't a nursing home. I tell you to wash your mouth out if you weren't such a cutie pie. I heard there's no end to the number of suitors that come knocking on her door. None of them have a chance with Kumachi here. None of them have a chance with Kumachi here. Just looking into that calm face of his is enough to comfort anyone. You're too kind. Aw. You're the one who's too kind. Gotcha. This must end up being Bonnie's mother. It has to be, right? To tell the truth, we'd love to donate and support you, Kumachi. But we've all been struggling just to meet the celestial tribute recently. I'm sure you've heard about our new king, right? Okay, so we got this fuck up of a king. They say King Bakori is a cold-hearted monster. He's hell-bent on paying the tribute, and he doesn't care about whether us old farts are too sick to contribute. If we can't, they'll lock us up. He's the worst. The other day, an acquaintance of mine ended up starving to death in their cell. Can you believe that? That miserly king of ours won't even feed his prisoners. He's even more of a cheapskate than you, Ginny. Oh, so he's got like a thing that he's listening into. Is that right? I wonder. Or maybe he's just speaking with somebody on the phone and we're just seeing him being a goofball on the phone. Or is he listening in on the conversation? I'm not sure what's implied by this panel, but whatever. Yet he's happy to bend over backwards for the celestial dragons. If we don't stay in good health, we're going to get killed. I can get rid of your any pain or mild illness you need me to. So please visit every week. Aww. Kuma really is a sweet guy. He's got such an interesting character design. I've always liked Kuma, though. I've always thought he was great. Like, he's just always been, like, even when he was an antagonist, he was, like, always an antagonist with a lot of honor and was never, like, going out of his way to cause people harm. He was just following orders at the most. And honestly, like, letting people off the hook at the best, you know? Thanks so much, Kumachi. So then here is his, oh, so he takes the pain himself as some sort of, like, penance? Wow. So is that what, does someone have to take the pain, or does he just do it out of, like, obligation? That's odd. So he's, like, taking all the pain upon himself, and it's fucking him up. But, like, why does he need to do that? And why does she let him do that? Is it just because he can take it? Ooh-ah! So he only does it once a week, and that's why she's upset. That's why she doesn't want him to do it more often. I get it. I get it. So literally, like, he's doing the thing Zoro did that one time, like, on a weekly basis. Kind of. It's a little different, but it's basically the same. Ooga! So he's all fucked up, and she's all sad, and now she's here to care for him. They have no idea you're taking on any of their pain, Kumachi, and you keep doing this week after week. It can't be helped. If someone doesn't shoulder their burdens, that pain and suffering of theirs won't just disappear. So Kuma is literally Jesus, is what we're finding out. Like, he's literally like a Jesus correlate. We're finding out that he is just like that good of a person, that he's taking the sins of others upon himself. He is truly, you know, the man who can carry all the burdens of the world, of this world's poor and suffering. God, what a good boy. What a good boy am I. Literally Jack Horner from Puss in Boots. No, I'm just joking. That pain and suffering of theirs won't just disappear. It'll be left to fester, returning to haunt them again and again. More than anything, I'm just glad I can do something to help them feel happier. I'm sorry for putting you through this, though. I'll get tougher so you won't have to worry. That's not the point, she says. Hey, we got a little food as thanks today. Let's eat up. Woohoo! Dinner time! Okay, so they're eating good. Hell yeah. Aw. So does she consider herself his big sis, I guess? I feel like they're gonna fuck, but we'll see. 25 years ago, when Kuma was 22. Hey, Kumachi, let's get married. Huh? We can't. What the hell's with that reaction? Of course we can. You love me, right? Just admit it, you dope. Aw. This is cute. I like this. Wouldn't it make you happy? I'm sure it would, but the thing is... Oh, he's blushing. That's cute. Wouldn't it make you happy? So she waited till he was of age. That's good. Good on you, Kumachi. Or good on you, Ginny. I mean, Ginny's great. I like that Kuma's kind of like the bottom in this scenario, you know? Like, he's the shy, kind of like timid one, and she's the one who's like big and boisterous and like protects him and stuff. I actually love this dynamic. This is really cute. Just take me. I'm the one with Buccaneer blood. My wife is normal. Please let her and my son go. I don't want to make you unhappy, is what he says. Aw. Look at this. It's another article about those freedom fighters. And now he's got like a big black coat. Kind of more like what he wears today. God, Ginny's looking fucking fine, dude. Ginny from the block, for real, for real. They finally issued wanted posters for them after they incited riots in several countries. Dragon, he's so cool. He's like a hero. One day I want to head out to sea and dedicate my life to saving people too. Wow. So that was his goal, huh? Hello, is anyone home? Ginny, our sweet muse. Aw, they're loving her. We had a massive haul today. Please help yourself. Thanks so much, Mr. Fishmonger. Fishmonger. Calling someone Mr. Fishmonger is such a fucking weird thing to call someone. And she throws a fucking, what, drum or a barrel at him? Kabang. Or clang. Ouch. Idiot. Then, 22 years ago, something major happened. Okay, so now Kuma's looking a lot more like Kuma. He's wearing a hat that covers his head. But he still has the ears. I never realized those ears were actually, like, part of his hair. But he still has them sticking out of his hat, which is cute. This is cute. This is a cute little romance thing going on. The people you've kidnapped, let them go. Then, 22 years ago. Okay, so he's looking big, he's looking buff. Save us, Kumachi! What are you yelling about? You big oaf? Are you trying to pick a fight with the royal army? That's treason, you know. Castletown, the kingdom of Sorbet, when Kuma was 25. He's apparently a pastor from some church in the southern province. Hey, pastor, didn't you hear about the new law? We're allowed to do whatever we want to our southerners. You're planning on enslaving them? I won't let this pass! So he does the big bomb attack, and he's going to get a bounty from doing this, of course. Wah! He's a rebel! And he's going to have to leave because of this, isn't he? My liege, this new policy. The people might find it hard to swallow. So I wonder who this is. It looks like X-Drake from the back, but we know that wouldn't make sense timeline-wise. It is of no consequence. Wait, so how long ago was this? 22 years ago. So this was actually after Roger's assassination? Or, no, this was the year that Roger was executed, that this happened. Interesting. Okay, so this is probably the year where things get big. So everything has to coincide. The timeline is converging. It's coming together. This is interesting. This is interesting stuff. So we're seeing how maybe Roger's death might have influenced the revolutionaries in some way. Even though Dragon was already active at this time as a hero of some kind. He's so cool. He's like a hero. So Dragon was or Kuma was a Dragon fanboy. That's interesting. Interesting. After they incited riots in several countries. Okay. It is of no consequence that they'll soon grow accustomed to their new status. Before long, it won't bother them. It won't bother them. They'll all come to see the Southerners for the vermin they are. So this guy's a real piece of shit, like a Habsburg motherfucker, inbred piece of gross garbage, trying to become a celestial dragon. Absolute, you know. And basically they're, you know, they're annexing their own, like part of their country, or like basically like pogroming or something part of their country. Like basically just trying to, you know, do an ethnic cleansing right now. Topical, I know. Damn, this is a lot. This is a lot right now. From this day forward, the borders of the sorbet shall stop at the edge of the northern province. The amount of celestial tribute is decided by the country's population, you see. Will no longer be weighed down by all the old fossils in the south. So old folks village. Wow, so there's like an old folks village. That's actually, so they're just like euthanizing the old people, basically, is what's happening. And Kuma's like church, which is the only thing to the south besides this like giant forest. Wow. Castletown, the Kingdom of Sorbet. So basically anything that's not part of like the main city has been like essentially getting ethnically cleansed. That's fucked up. Will no longer be weighed down by all the old fossils in the south. We must cut out this cancer so the fittest of this glorious nation can thrive. Okay, so Kuma's in prison, and so is our girl, so is Ginny, in jail. Tell me, what made them arrest you too? We raised hell trying to get them to free you, Kumachi. But they gave us a thrashing in the end. Oh, so you got these other guys who are their homeboys. We got weird triangle head, we got weird chicken head looking guy, and cowboy guy, who, these guys seem fun. I don't know who they are, but they seem cool. Ginny, this country is on the brink of becoming a cesspool of bigotry and hate. Yeah. King Bakori is a celestial dragon puppet. This new policy was given to him from on high. If you plan on starting a rebellion, you'll be signing up to fight the world government as well. So Ginny's thinking of what, like, the best thing for Kuma, which is sweet of her. Like, I do like that she seems to care about Kuma and his well-being above all else. It does give her, like, Kuma cares about, like, he's super selfless, right? Selfless to, like, a fault, perhaps. Probably the most selfless person in the series at this point. But wow. Wow, who are these guys? Yeah, your majesty, we must flee. So Dragon and Ivankov come in. Fuck yeah. As if we would let you escape. This is what you get. You want to be Celestial Dragon? You make me sick. The king's been overthrown. His slavery laws are no more. Thank goodness. I hated what this country was becoming. So okay. Thank God. Oh man, we got someone with interesting. It's pre-Sabo, but she has the Sabo hat. Huh. That's interesting. So is this Luffy's mom? No way. This could be Luffy's. Oh, she's got the. Wait. Is this Portgas de Rouge? No, this isn't Sabo hat. This is an Ace hat. Whoa, dude. Wait a minute. Is this Portgas de Rouge right here? I feel like that, like, but who is Luffy's mom? We got to know who Luffy's mom is, okay? We got to know, Oda. Don't hold out on us. I mean, this guy looks like Sanji over here with the top hat. These guys look cool, though. I do like the designs of these guys. And so, this mystery band saved the kingdom of Sorbet from the corruption of the world government. And this is in the same year that Roger was executed, by the way. Looks like the man who you recommended went on quite the rampage. You're going to love him, Dragon. You're going to love him, Dragon. Kuma, Ginny, I see you've gone and gotten yourselves caught. Lucky for you, I was in the neighborhood. No way, big bro? Is that you, Eva-chan? And the man you're with, isn't he? Kuma, if you're still anything like you used to be, how about coming with us and changing the world? The onset of the Great Pirate Era and the tragedy of Ohara, which all happened around the same time, as I recall, spurred these freedom fighters to take up arms. Yeah, it all happened, I think, 22 years ago, roughly. Well, maybe, did Ohara happen 22 years ago? I think it did. It happened like right after Roger was killed, or right around that time. Something like that, I'm pretty sure. Spurred by these freedom fighters to take up arms against the corrupt regimes of the world, starting numerous insurrections. It didn't take long for the two pillars of this movement to become three, as Dragon and Ivankov recruited Kuma to their cause, and Kuma became the hands of liberation, with his paw liberation fruit. The organization would adopt a new name, one that echoed around the world, the Revolutionary Army. Fuck yeah, dude. Rise up. Revolution, baby. Alright, now this is cool. These guys are based... I'm liking these guys. These are cool. So we got Ginny. She's got a new cool outfit. We got this lady who I think is supposed to be Porcas de Rouge, if I'm not mistaken. We got Eagle Hat guy. We got funny Pinhead man with a gun. We got cool Sanji with a top hat. We got cool, like, guerrilla warfare, World War I looking motherfucker over here. This is cool. This is an interesting backstory. We're still lacking funds. For now, we must act like mercenaries, supporting those who already have a will to topple their monarchs, fueling their rebellious spirits. All our recruits get weapons training drilled into them. I want us to grow into a boundless army spread throughout the world. Where did you learn about weapons, Dragon-san? I spent some time with the Navy. Unfortunately, I found no justice there. So, interesting. He was in the Navy. Interesting. Okay. Marine or revolutionary? He's a man determined to help others. Okay, so that's what Ivankov sang about him. Marine or revolutionary who is determined to help others. You can rely on me, Dragon. You won't regret joining us. Okay. I mean, I want to know more about Dragon's backstory, but I'm sure we'll get that eventually. Well, I'll be. Look who's back. So he's back to Sorbet. I'll be coming home every now and then. I worry about you all. You're so sweet, Kumachi. And thus another 8 years would pass. The sun would continue to rise and set like normal until 14 years ago, a certain kingdom. You look excited, Ginny-san. Is it that? It's that? Oh man, she looks fucking great. She's so cute, dude. God, Kuma got himself a baddie too. There you go, boy. I mean, with a guy as big as that, not surprised, man. He packing. You know he can hold it down. But goddamn, bruh. All right, it's that obvious. Can you blame me though? Captain of the Revolutionary Army's Eastern Forces, Ginny. We're so close to the day where we get to link up with Kumachi's squadron. I'm so happy, I can hardly breathe. Aw. Captain Kuma, that lucky dog, he's won the heart of the lady we all admire. Aw. Huh, you creeps admire me? Gross. Your words sting. Revolutionary Headquarters, Baltigo. Dragon-san! Ginny's been captured! Oh, fuck. Well, that's not good. Disturbing news. The enemy took us by surprise. Please forgive us. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we're about to get some... The backstory is about to get sad, guys. Even more sad than the last chapter. This is good stuff, man. I mean, I will say, like, it's interesting. So we got a Portgas de Rouge cameo. I would be very surprised if this wasn't Portgas de Rouge. I guess it's possible it wasn't. Well, you know what? Actually, no, it couldn't. It wouldn't have been, would it? Because this is the year that the Great Pirate Era started. So, but she has the same hat as Ace, which is why I thought maybe that's what they were implying, that she was Portgas de Rouge. But you know, Portgas de Rouge should already be pregnant, like already before this. So she probably wouldn't be out there just like, you know, holding a baby in while on the front line. So maybe this is Luffy's mom? Maybe. I'm confused. I think we will find out more, but this is clearly someone important, whoever this lady is. Or it seems that way anyway, based on her character design. But man, Ginny's cute. She's the best. Is she already pregnant with Bonnie? Probably. I feel like that would make a lot of sense, because they were considering being wed, and they're clearly in love. It wouldn't surprise me if she'd been knocked up by Big Bear Boy over here, riding bareback with him. But yeah, interesting stuff, guys. I'm enjoying these chapters. I am going to take a quick break and just go get a quick drink, and I will be right back. So I'll see you guys in a minute, and we'll get back to we'll start chapter 1098 here in just a sec. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, thank you for your patience. Just got another drink, gonna chill and read some more One Piece here. And yeah, now we're getting to chapter 1098, The Birth of Bonnie. Oh, what a momentous occasion this must have been. I hope we get to see the entire sex scene between Ginny and Kuma in real time. If Oda cucks us out of being involved in this consummation, I will be truly devastated. And yeah, all I can say is that, you know, Oda better not off-screen this shit. That's all I'm saying. Okay, guys? Okay. All right. All right, into the chapter. Let's go. The Birth of Bonnie. Let's see what we got on the cover here. Chapter 1098. The Birth of Bonnie. Cover request by Skywalker. Brook powering his electric guitar solo with an electric eel. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. I can dig it. I can dig it, Brook. Brook is still the best character in One Piece. This chapter's manuscript is unfinished. Sorry, Oda. So what manuscript? What does he mean by that? Revolutionary Army HQ, Baltigo. Okay. So this is Baltigo. Requesting backup. The Toomey uprising in the South Blue is looking bleak. The expanding tides of revolution. Interesting. So the Revolutionary Army was started before Roger's demise, but definitely like, or before he was, executed. But definitely they were coming up around the same time that like the Roger pirates had already like found the One Piece essentially. So it was kind of like it was that and like what happened to O'Hara. Well, actually, we know for a fact that what happened to O'Hara is really what kind of started Dragon on his path to like, begin a revolution, is my understanding. In fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like explicitly stated when Dragon and what's his name, Vegapunk met on O'Hara, and they saw the giants taking all the books away. So that was cool. Requesting backup, the Toomey uprising in the South Blue is looking bleak. We can't. Our hands are full dealing with the wounded from Goa. Oh, Goa Kingdom. Right. Because this is where they found, what's his name in Goa Kingdom? They found fucking, well, I guess maybe more than just one wounded person from the burning of the Trash Mountain or whatever. But, okay, so this coincides with that. That's super interesting. Eva-chan. I'll go. Don't be rash, Kuma. You've been acting reckless ever since that day. What day? What the? This guy's huge. Where did you come from? State your name. Guinea's been captured. Oh, dude, this man is looking. So this is the Kuma we know, the one that looks fucking pissed, and now he's like got like a frowning face. Where before we pretty much only saw him with a smile. This is the first time we started seeing him with looking like an absolute Terminator of a man. And he's got these glasses on. Yeah, he's looking scary now. Yes, sir. It seems she caught the eye of a celestial dragon. Oh, fuck. So yeah, he's showing up to, like, marry Joa right now? Is that what's happening? They took her on a government ship because the celestial dragon wanted to make her his bride. We won! Finally, after 3 years of struggling, we couldn't have done it without the Revolutionary Army. The enemy took us by surprise! It was the Revolutionary Army again. So this is actually really good. This actually gives us like a lot of insight. Like, one thing I've been kind of craving in One Piece is like more of a connection to the Revolutionary Army, because I feel like we only kind of see them we see them in a very limited capacity, and like it's cool to actually see like more of them and like kind of get to know like what the like Kuma's backstory is like also the backstory of like essentially the Revolutionary Army and like their whole deal, really. Like that's cool. I didn't expect it to fill us in on so much, but there's clearly a lot of like connective tissue between all of the events and all of the parties that are still yet to be like fully fleshed out. So this is actually great. Yeah, this is awesome. Very cool, very cool. All right. Here's the Revolutionary Army, the heroes of the people. Please forgive us. So he's already bloodied up from this battle. Please forgive us. Dragon, it's me. I've worn myself out. I'll have to return by ship. We're so sorry. Around 2 years have passed since Commander Ginny of the Revolutionary Army was kidnapped. Wah! Wah! To be wed to a celestial dragon. We're nearly here, Bonnie. So he refused to wed her because he didn't want her to get in trouble. We're nearly here, Bonnie. We're nearly there, Bonnie. Okay, so she's escaped. So she was captured 2 years ago. Kuma keeps attacking places that he thinks Ginny would be. And this is what turns him... Ginny being captured is what turns him into, like, this, like, scowling, like, you know, scary figure. Where he used to be this, like, gentle giant of a man. That's so interesting. We're nearly there, Bonnie. Kuma, it's Ginny. She's on the line right now. What? So this is 2 years after she'd been captured. He thought his, like, basically the love of his life had been, So is Bonnie the daughter of Kuma or the daughter of a celestial dragon who was just raised by Kuma? That's an interesting wrinkle I hadn't considered. Hey, Kumachi, I finally made it back to the surface. Ginny. They didn't want me around after I got sick. I was thrown away. What a stroke of luck. You're sick? I wanted to see everyone one last time. Oh, I see. So this is what, when he said the transcript hasn't been finished, the art is looking real shaky. I see what, okay. I see what he's saying. Oh, Oda, man. You gotta give yourself some more time. Take an extra break week if you need to finish something up. Because this is looking like Hunter x Hunter right now. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on Togashi or Oda by... Like, the art itself still looks fine. It just hasn't been cleaned up, you know? I wanted to see everyone last time. What? What are you talking about, Ginny? Where are you? I can be there in an instant. I was afraid I'd never see you again. Aw. Kumachi, sorry, but I'm at death's door. Pant, pant. What? I'm glad you care about me, really, but you shouldn't come when I'm like this. And then of course he disappears. Dragon, big bro. Kumachi has a big heart. Please take care of him for me. Kuma! So he disappears. Or he runs off. Get out of the way. There's only one place she'd go now. Poof. Kuma-san and Kumachi, I just want you to know. I love you. Always have, always will. Gacha. Tutu. Kuma, you're back. Where's Ginny? She's right. She's right. She's here, right? She is, but... I'm afraid it happened when she was exposed to natural light. What? Her face, her entire body, it turned all blue in the sun, and her skin hardened like stone. What? What happened? It happened when she was exposed to natural light, her face, her entire body, and he's crying. Oh, this is fucked up. It turned all blue in the sun. It turned all blue in the sun. And her skin hardened like stone. So what does this mean? Did they do something to her? Did they, like, give her a disease? Like, this feels like a queen virus type of thing. Kumachi, I'm just so happy. What could have done this to her? Hey, Kumachi, let's get married. Oh, man, this is actually so fucked up. Wouldn't it make you happy? And he starts crying, man. Aw. Damn, this is actually really fucked up, man. And he hugs her. She burned up her remaining time exposing herself to the sun so she could cross the ocean and make it home to us. And they're crying too. Yeah. Wah, wah, because she wanted to ensure her baby's safety. Wah, wah. So it wasn't Kuma's daughter, it was the daughter of a celestial dragon. But she loved Kuma. Her and Kuma were basically married this whole time. They had each other's hearts at the very least. You can rest now, Ginny. I swear I'll raise her well. Wow. Man, that's fucked. That's really sad. Oh, man. I feel like in the anime, if I watched this in the anime, it would probably make me cry. But I'm just, it's just, you know, I don't know, maybe because I have momentum. But I do feel things for this. Like, this is very sad. That's all wrong. You're tilting the bottle too much. Bonnie-chan still looks uncomfortable. I'll show you how it's done. So the oldsters are coaching Kuma on how to raise a baby. And the baby's so small, it fits in the palm of his hand. That's so cute, man. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, so he raised her like it was her own. And it kind of was. Like, he's still her father, you know, in the ways that matter. He's the dad who stepped up, as we call it. Yeah. Is this better? She's so cute. And if you're gonna be sleeping next to her, make sure her cot is like an iron cage. We can't have you smushing her in your sleep with that massive body of yours. Ooh, you're quite the heavy drinker, Bonnie-chan. I'm still hungry. Aw, he's a big eater, just like her mom. Oh, that's really cute. So a little piece of Ginny that Kuma can carry with him and raise as his own. I'm sure you'll be just as much of a glutton as Ginny was. Aw, and that brings a tear to his eye. Daddy? Aw, she's just a little baby. So she's still like a teenager then, because this was only like, what, 15 years ago? Right? Let me make sure I have the timeline right. It'll say the time at the beginning of the chapter, won't it? Yeah, because this is 15 years ago, and then 2 years from then. So it was like, what, like 13 years ago? So Bonnie's only 13? Okay, I gotta stop simping for Bonnie then, because that's problematic. Daddy! Aw, and he's crying because she's so cute. And she calls him Daddy. That's adorable. Aw, and they love dressing her up. The old people love making clothes for her, and he's just weeping. He's so happy. And aw, look at this guy. He's such a gentle guy, and he's feeding her all the food he can find, leaving her in Sorbet Kingdom so she can be taken care of by the oldsters while he goes off and fights for freedom, giving her a little bath. Aww, this is so cute. Aww, it's so cute. There he is. He's like, look out. He's trying to save people. He's getting beat up. Comes home, he's all beat up. And he has her in an iron cage, sleeping next to him, so he can't squish her. Now he's training with Sabo, of course. Aw, this is cute, man. Kuma! What in the world are you doing? You boarded up all of the church's windows. Huff, huff. Pant, pant. Close the door. Take a look here, below her eye. Is that a blue stone? Yeah, I always wondered what that, like, birthmark was. Hey, isn't that... It looks just like what Ginny had at the end. Oh, no. Oh, okay. That's not good. I'll call a doctor. Thank you. It's caused by sunlight, you say. Are you sure? Why don't we try taking her outside? Are you insane? It doesn't seem to be white lead poisoning. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this condition, so no one's familiar with it. So that makes me think, was this disease and whatever white lead poisoning was, were those diseases that were, like, constructed by the world government in some way in order to, like, white, like basically like genocide a population of like dissidents or whatever, that actually would like explain a lot. I mean, not to say diseases can't just happen, but it's weirdly how targeted white lead poisoning was, like in hindsight. And this also feels like weird that she just got this after living with celestial dragons and having, and they threw her away according to Ginny, what she said. You're quitting the Revolutionary Army? What? Bonnie's contracted the same disease as her mother had? Yes. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I have to stay by her side. I understand. It's important to live... So, see, this is why Kuma's the best. He's not like Yasop or Shanks or fucking Dragon, all these like fathers who can't stay by their kids and can't take care of their children because they have better things to do. He's actually a fucking real man, and he's really like, he really cares about his daughter. He truly is the father that stepped up, and we gotta commend him for that, you know? Best dad literally in all of One Piece right here, okay? I'm just saying. I'm literally just saying. There has never been a better father in One Piece than this man. That's the fucking truth. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I have to stay by her side. I understand. It's important to live without regrets. We can use our contacts to reach out to doctors all over the world for her. I owe you, Dragon. 7 years ago, when Bonnie was 5. Run away! The vampire is gonna eat us! Oh, this is awesome. I love how fucking defiant, giving them the fucking middle finger. Oh, dude, Bonnie as a kid is the best. I love it. She's just a little bit more... And stay out, you twerps. Bonnie, age 5. Fuck yeah, dude. She's got the patchwork outfit on, the suspenders. Looking awesome, looking like so cool. And she's got a little bit of like the weird stuff on her face, the blue stone or whatever it is. Bleh! This is as far as you can go, right? I dare you to take a step out here, you ugly vampire. Eat this. Bet the Holy Cross is your weakness. Look at it shine. She fucking kicks him in the face. Fuck yeah. We're in a church, dummy. Ah! Kicks his ass. Nice, dude. Bonnie as a kid is so cool. What a badass bitch, man. Even if she is weirdly way too young. 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, Bonnie was 5. So she's 12 today. Okay, I gotta stop simping. I guess she makes herself look older to get into bars and stuff. I don't know. So she's actually a small child. Never again will I simp. Please don't even joke about it. Oh, okay. Please, you can't go outside. Even standing near the doorway can give you the ouchies. I know, you're such a worrywart, Dad. I was just kidding. Aw, and he's holding... I love how big his hand is, and then he's holding her little hand. That's so cute. This chapter's just cute, man. I don't know. These guys are just so wholesome. And he quit his job to be with her more often. I don't know. I love this guy, man. Please don't even joke about it. Okay, I hate it when you get all sad and worried anyway. You're such a good kid. Stop being such a crybaby, Dad. Aww. Those jerks, they made fun of my face stones again. Are they really that weird? Aww. It's not like I can help them. I didn't ask to get sick. You mean your jewels? Oh, Jewelry Bonnie. Yo, dude, whoa. I just realized that. Holy shit, man. Jewelry Bonnie is the jewels on her face. Wow. Wow, that's so interesting, man. You mean your jewels? Wow. They're so, wow. I wonder if Oda, because a lot of people will quote this line from Oda that he said when, like, he basically... Like, I think they'll say, like, oh, Oda came up with the supernova or, like, the worst generation characters, like, in a day because his editor was like, you need rival characters. I think he already had a lot of these characters planned, but he just introduced them slightly earlier than he otherwise would have because, you know, of pressure from his editors who were like, you should introduce, like, some rivals in this arc. Or, like, some other characters of importance. So... It's cool. Like, I feel like this feels like a Goda moment. This feels like planned from chapter 1, or at least planned since he had the idea of Jewelry Bonnie. to have it be like, oh, these like jewels were like part of this disease that she had, and it was her like kind of, making what's it called, like how would you put it, like, I guess like turning a negative into a positive in like a beautiful way. And I don't know if she was related to Kuma back then, but I think she was related to Kuma, or had like, if you look at like her interactions with the Marineford War, she was like crying when she saw the feed, which makes me think like that there was always some sort of plan with her and Kuma, even all the way back then. But that's just me. I'm not trying to say Oda planned everything from chapter 1. I'm just saying I think this jewelry Bonnie, it feels like he didn't work backwards to get this. I think this is something he had planned for a while, just based on what we know about the character. And she's like been given way more importance than any other of the Worst Generation characters, besides maybe Law. But this already feels like more interesting than the Law stuff, in my opinion, personally. They're just jealous because you've got such pretty jewelry. You think so? Aw, you betcha, I love them. Hey Bonnie, if you were to go on a trip, where would you like to go? For when you're better, I mean. Aw, this is cute. So that's like what he asks his villains and stuff, because he wants to take her all over the world. Oh, I know. Have you heard about the legendary Sky Islands? Aw, this is so cute. There are islands way up in the air? That's right, I read about it in this book. It's close to the sun, so maybe we'll see Nika up there. You'd love that, right, Dad? Dondo tata, dondo tata, dondo tata. Aw, so he starts doing the Nika dance even as an adult. Aw, Kuma's the best, dude. Even as like a, 40-year-old man now, he's like just such a like lovely, like adorable guy, despite being like someone who's fought in wars and someone who's, has a complicated past. He's always retained his optimism. He truly is like an admirable character. I'm really liking seeing where his story's been going so far. That sounds like a grand adventure. We can go there to have a big celebration for your 20th birthday. Yeah, dude, there you go. Where should we go for your 19th? Fishman Island. Wow, okay. After examining your daughter, I've concluded that she suffers from sapphire scale. Interesting, okay. I'm afraid it's incurable. You know what it is? And sorry to ask, but can you please speak a bit quieter? These days, you almost never see it. Those stones grow exponentially. So he knows what sapphire scale is. That's interesting. So this is the first doctor that they've talked to who actually like knows what this is. That's cool. These days, you almost never see it. Those stones grow exponentially when bathed in any form of natural light, like the sun or moon. But even if you completely prevent any exposure, I'm afraid it's only a matter of time before the disease catches up with you. Forgive me for being so blunt, but your this is leading to why he decides to give up his personality and serve the world government, because he needs help from Vegapunk to cure this disease. Like, Vegapunk is probably the only person who could figure this out, and that's why he's going to sell his soul, is to save Bonnie. He sells his soul, his personality, his life to the world government to save his daughter. Whoa, dude, writing, some people might have been able to figure it out before I did, but wow, dude, Kuma is that guy, man. One of my favorites, for sure. He's great. This guy's awesome. Wow. Forgive me for being so blunt, but your daughter has another 5 years at best. It'll be a miracle if she reaches her 10th birthday. I'm afraid it's simply terminal, going by our current scientific understanding of it. It'll be over by her 10th birthday, so he starts crying. That's so fucked up, man. Being a parent watching and having to watch your child die is like the worst thing. Like, as they say in Lord of the Rings, like, no parent should have to bury their child, It's fucked up. It'll be over by her 10th birthday. This isn't fair. She's already growing into such a strong woman. Is there really no cure? Kerchak. Ooh, wow! Bonnie, I thought you were asleep. I heard it all. You said it'll be over by my 10th birthday, right? Your 10th? I have no idea what you're talking about. I heard you say it. Hey, are you crying? Is it something I said? Ah, yes. He said when you're 10, it was about your illness, Bonnie. That stupid doctor, he told me that your condition is going to continue as it is until you're 10. Huh? So he's lying. He's pulling an Usopp. It's just such an appalling amount of time. I couldn't help but get down after that. That means I'll be all better when I'm 10, right? Aw. So we can go on those trips. Isn't that right, Daddy? Oh no, what have I done? Oh god. So I was looking for a moment where Kuma, like, had an imperfect moment. Like, 'cause I like him a lot, but he seems like a character that's almost too perfect in some ways. I like that he kind of fucked up here by telling, like, a lie to make someone feel better. I feel like this is very relatable. I've done this where, like, you know, you just want, like, someone to not feel bad. So you tell, like, a lie of sorts in order to just help them feel a little bit better, you know? It's a noble thing in some ways, but, like, it does lead to consequences down the line. Or it often does, anyway. Of course, by the time you've turned 10, you'll be cured. Yippee! What am I going to do? Okay, so he's going to make a deal with Vegapunk. Of course he is. A familiar nightmare would soon descend on the kingdom of Sorbet, only 1 year later. So, huge fire. Kuma! You've got to save us! King Bakori has returned, and he's just as monstrous as ever. So he's beating up these old folks? It's just like 16 years ago. He still wants to cut loose the country's deadweight. He's going to burn the people in their homes. The never-ending tragedy continues to unfold. Jesus, man. Whew. Okay, one more chapter. I think we got one more in us. Let's fucking go, dude. So chapter 1099, Pacifist. Okay, we got a great cover spread here. Okay, we got these funny guys with the hats. That's cute. Cover request by Mati Takashi69. Some Tanuki styling Odin's hair. And they're turning it into a pagoda. That's pretty funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Very fun. You've done enough, Kuma. Huff, huff. Kuma's fury. There's no saving anyone else. So this is clearly some sort of inciting incident, I feel. I'm glad we're spending so much time on Kuma's backstory. I was worried Oda, like, I feel like with Kaido gave him like nothing. So I was worried Kuma's backstory would be super short, but I'm glad Oda's giving it the time. Like, I think when a story has enough connection to the wider world of One Piece, Oda's more willing to spend more time on it if it can inform things beyond the character that's being focused on. But to be fair, there's been a lot of focus on Kuma, and I'm really enjoying getting this much focus on him and his family and his colleagues and, you know, the people who saved him. Like, it's really, really good stuff. Like, I'm really enjoying this. This is probably, like, I loved the Big Mom flashback for how short and sweet and, like, poignant it was. But this is, like, really good. This is, like, the best, like, long flashback we've had since probably, I would say, the New World. Like, I like Law's flashback. So far, I'm not gonna lie, I like this better. I feel more emotionally invested in this because Kuma's a character, and Bonnie, frankly, are characters that I care about, like, a little bit more than, like, Law and Doflamingo, personally. That's just me. It's fine if you feel differently. That's just how I feel. I've been very invested in what has been going on with Kuma since basically, like, Thriller Bark, but definitely since Sabodi, you know? Kuma has been, like, a huge question mark for me that I've been really looking forward to getting answers to, so I'm super excited to be getting this information and to be learning these things, and it's just as sad and tragic as I would have expected, but it's interesting, though. It's an interesting dynamic, and I love that Bonnie is involved. Like, I love that. Like, for me, my biggest thing with the Worst Generation was I always wanted them to be, like, you can't introduce rivals to Luffy and have them not be impactful and important in some way. It doesn't mean they get to become Pirate King or whatever, but if they're not going to be, like, direct rivals, like, say, like Kid is, for instance, they have to be seeking other things on a global scale. Bonnie is that, like, perfected. Like, I feel like Drake was a missed opportunity because there were, like, interesting things about his character that just kind of got, like, no-selled into being, like, just, like, he just kind of got off-screen, sort of, basically. Hopefully he gets to do more, but at this point it's like, why, like, you didn't get to do stuff in the arc that he was in, basically. Like, Oda just skipped over it, pretty much. And Apu was the same way. It's like, what? Like, you don't have to give Apu, like, an overall goal, but give him something, man. Give him like a fight. Like Drake and Apu versus CP0 would have been like a perfect opportunity to flesh out those two characters and the dynamic between those two characters, as they're like kind of complete opposites. I just feel like Oda made a huge, like, more so than even someone like Jack, who could have gotten like a maybe a little bit more time in Wano. I would, like, the one thing I would change about Wano, if I could change any one thing, would be that there was a chapter just dedicated to like exploring the characters of Drake and Apu via their fight with those two CP0 guys, instead of just basically off-screening it and then like making this weird awkward thing where, you know, CP0 just like basically bodies them, or like, you know, kind of, and then kind of gets sneak attacked by Drake, but then also gets bodied again. Like, it was just such a weird choice. I don't understand why they did that. I really don't. But anyway, let's get back into the chapter proper. But I'm glad Bonnie is getting so much shrift from Oda. You know, it's good stuff. There's no saving anyone else. You'll only add yourself to the casualty list. Get out of there. Please, Kumachi. I got the idea for the effective policy from a country in the Far East. They were able to curry favor with the Celestial Dragons by burning away all their trash, leaving a beautiful, spotless city. Oh, so he learned this from Goa Kingdom. Wow, that's fucked up. I got the idea for this effective... So this guy is fucked, man. This Habsburg-looking motherfucker. I'm just not surprised, man. Looks inbred as fuck, like all the Celestial Dragons do. I got the idea for this effective policy from a country in the Far East. They were able to curry the favor with the Celestial Dragons by burning away all their trash, leaving a beautiful, spotless city. One must have the heart. One must have the heart to do the devil's work. That's the only way to ensure a nation becomes rich and bountiful. King Bakori! The people are still resisting us, sire. You murderers! We didn't ask for this. Stop burning the southern province. So the normal people are like fighting against this because they're like, this is fucked up. You know, stop fucking ethnically cleansing the southern populace. That's fucked, man. They're failing to see the greater good. Kill 4 or 5 of them. Kya, anyone who disagrees with the king's edict is welcome to step forward now. Who's that? Oh shit, Kuma is looking pissed. Yo, this is thumbnail material right here, dude. I'm taking this. Hell yeah, I love Kuma being this angry. This is awesome. Who's that? Stop, we'll execute you on the spot. Kuma's church. Tend to the wounded. Bonnie-chan, stay inside. We can't have you get caught in the light. Uh-huh. Is it gonna be okay? I've never seen Daddy so on edge. Don't you dare. There are consequences for those who take up arms against their king. It won't be pretty. You bumpkin of a priest. And he blows up the castle with his Ursus shock. Whoa, dude. Holy fuck. He goes all in and kills this man. Or effectively kills him. I assume he's dead. This day would go down in history as Sorbet's one-man revolution. I mean, shit, dude. So he was a member of the Revolutionary Army, then he became the de facto king of the Sorbet Kingdom because he killed the previous monarch. Badass, Kuma. Badass, dude. Holy shit. That's based. That's what we call based, in my opinion. Ding, 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 ding. Hello, base department. I made an appointment, or Kuma made an appointment. Jesus Christ. Fuck, dude. And this is a great scene right here. Like, I would use this as thumbnail. This is all thumbnail material, man. This is all going in there. This stuff is good shit. The Holy Land, Mary Joyce. It seems Sorbet has a new king. How odd. And to whom did the crown fall? So we got Jupiter over here. St. J. Garcia Saturn. The people would not take no for an answer, so Kuma relented. So he was basically like George Washington. I don't know how much you guys know about American history, but George Washington, for all of his, many flaws as a person you can view as like a historical figure, he was so popular after leading the revolution of the at that time colonies of America, but today what we know as the United States, to victory over the British. Essentially, everyone was like, it's this guy. Like you become the king. People wanted him to become the king of America. He was like, I'll serve as president for 4 years, and then he resigned and didn't want to be reelected. Essentially, he stepped down. And it was kind of interesting at the time because at that time, there were I don't know, monarchies were the more popular form of governance at the time. And democratic societies and democratic forms of governments were still kind of in their infancy. Not to say there wasn't parliamentary. I mean, this is just this isn't entirely true. Like Rome was a republic. I'm not saying there weren't republics and different forms of governance before then, but monarchies were pretty predominant in Europe. There were parliamentary governments and stuff there as well. I'm not trying to I guess be like, oh, America did it first. No, they just had, a different form of governance in mind. But a lot of people wanted Washington to just be the king. And he was like, fine, dude, I won't be the king, but I'll be president for a term and then I'll just leave it and just be just peace out, Not trying to say that, that absolves Washington of any of his other sketchy things he did during his life as a, plantation owner or whatever. But he was a very popular person for leading the Revolutionary Army to victory. And it's just a fact of history. So same thing happening here with Kuma. Interesting stuff. The people would not take no for an answer, so Kuma relented. Kuma sama. He became a king who lived in a beaten down church. So he literally destroyed the castle. Absolutely destroyed the castle, but decided to live in squalor as opposed to live in a castle and rebuild the castle. That's pretty base. That's a for the people move. Comrade Kuma, rise up, baby, rise up. King Kumachi, my hip is killing me. Excuse me. Stop teasing me already. I'm nothing but a figurehead. Bulldog-san is the one who's really running the country. So who's Bulldog? King Bulldog was our old king. His last reign wasn't half bad. Sure, we were poor, but our hearts were full. Mind you, it would have been even nicer if I could say the same thing for my wallet. And now she's grown up and looking. She's 8 though, which is crazy, right? Pant. By the way, who's the babe you've got running laps? She looks just like Ginny. Oh, she's got the jewels on her eye. More jewels. Oh, Ginny! Why are you all looking at me like that? I want to be able to sail to the horizon with Daddy by the time I turn 10. Oh, she's only... Oh, man, that's so fucked up, man. Why are you making her a bombshell when she's literally under 10, Oda? What, you trying to fucking catch us all in a fucking... Man, come on, Oda, dude. What the fuck? You're trying to make us all look bad out here, man. Come on. Daddy, and even Kuma's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, bro. Even he's eye-boggling out of his head like Luffy did in the last chapter, man. Come on. How you gonna do me like that, boy? What the fuck? That's why I'm trying to build my stamina. What? Yeah, you're Bonnie. Wait, did you eat a devil fruit? When? Kumachi, pull yourself together. And Kuma's passed out. He's like, what the fuck? Could this be the age fruit? Where did she find it? I don't know. Try chanting something. Granny time. Granny time. That's what she's chanting. Hang on, Bonnie. Your body can't take this. King Kuma. Bulldog-san requires an audience. Whoa. You actually did amazing. Look at all those wrinkles. Oh, it's not even her. Dang, I still can't make myself old. Oh, this is Bulldog-san. Who are you, old-timer? You must be Princess Bonnie. I'm Bulldog. I'm Bulldog, your father's advisor. I've come with dire news. So this is the previous king of Sorbet Kingdom. So the king before the current king. He's apparently a nice guy. Bulldog. Oh, okay. He kind of looks like a bulldog. I can see the jowls. I see you've already met my mother, the old Queen Dowager, Connie. Oh, didn't Bonnie dress up like Connie at one point? In what was it called? During the Reverie arc, she impersonated Connie. I thought this character design looked familiar. So he thinks that Bonnie turned into. Oh, that's really funny. Whoever this guy is, a good man, a good jokester. The old Queen Dowager Connie. King Bakori's plotting another comeback. What? So he's still alive? How? What gives this article's a total smear job, the evil tyrants, right? Yeah, because the government had to make him look bad because, what's his name? Saturn, J. Garcia Saturn, hates this man. This thinks of Bakori's propaganda. It says here you burned villages and took the throne by force. Gotcha. So we all knew that the Tyrant Kuma moniker was obviously like a smear job. We just all knew this, right? How dare he? He's probably laughing about this at some resorts overseas. This proves Bakori's still got the backing of the world government. I'm sure he'll make another bid for the throne. I've had reports suggest his battleships are already on standby. The one-man revolution is still so base, dude. I can't get over that one. That's just so awesome. I never want to see Bakori's face again. He'll kill us for sure if he returns. I feel the same. I won't let him take one step on Sorbet soil. If he attacks again, I'll do all I can. Only I'm sure they'll have me hunted down as a criminal now. I won't be able to stay in the country. With that in mind, Bulldog-san, can I ask you to reclaim your title as king so things can carry on as they are? Also, would you be willing to take her in? The church won't be safe anymore. Oh, she can turn into an old lady. Oh my god, that's so fucking creepy. The church won't be safe anymore. I understand. We'll make a new home that protects her from all sources of natural light. Bonnie, I'll be back as soon as I can, so be a good girl till then. You look just like Ma. Aw. You look just like Ma. You're leaving? But I'll be so lonely. Wow. There he is. Be good, Marines, and shoot him. So Bakori's looking fucked up. I think he's got a bunch of bandages on him. He's the tyrant who usurped my throne, the very definition of a corrupt dictator. Kill him this instant. I'm Sorbet's rightful ruler. Have you no shame? How dare you show your face here again? Is that what Kuma's saying? Or what this man's saying? I don't know. I think it might be what Kuma's saying. Of course, Kuma sunk the entire armada. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Kuma's a badass. That's in a tiny dinghy. He goes out and sinks an entire armada. Holy shit, bro. This man is based. So of course he gets a bounty. After that, Kuma would go to sea and be branded a pirate. His strength fueled his notoriety, which spread like wildfire, earning him a bounty. So he didn't have a bounty as a revolutionary. After that, Kuma would go out to sea and be branded a pirate. So he's going to just fight, basically just fight the Marines, pretty much. Of course. I love how the narrator is just like, just so you know, Kuma fucked up that entire fleet. Like, he just completely sank the entire armada. Like, of course he did, because he's Kuma. He's that badass. His strength fueled his notoriety, which spread it like wildfire, earning him a bounty. Daddy, I miss you so much. I'm sorry, Bonnie-chan, but try to understand. Kuma-san saved us all. He's a hero. I don't care. He was my dad first. I'll finally be cured after I turn 10. Then I'm going to be a pirate too. Well, let's just wait and see. I could be an adult right now if I wanted. Oh, so he went to this island. This is the island where Chopper went, and they have advanced knowledge of medicine. Have you ever encountered a disease like that before? She can't be in the sun. How awful. So he's doing research. Oh, he went to Dracula Mihawk's Island. Wow. Found you, Bartholomew Kuma, right? Bartholomew Kuma, right? So we got like the these like weird Middle Eastern stereotypes that Oda put into Dressrosa. Interesting. There's a big prize on your head, and he blows them up, of course. Just absolutely decimates them. Oh, he actually went to this island, the island where so he wasn't a cyborg yet. Oh, that's right. I keep seeing him bleeding, and I'm like, how is he bleeding? Because he's a cyborg, he shouldn't be able to bleed that easily. But no, now that I think about it, no, he is bleeding because he hasn't been turned into a cyborg yet. That we haven't even gotten to that chapter. Holy shit. Your daughter has another 5 years at best. So even the people here on this this Vegapunk, this island that Vegapunk is from, told him his daughter has only another 5 years at best. Wow. So then he goes to this this bridge, the bridge that Robin was sent to work on. It'll be a miracle. And then he goes to the weather island that Nami went to. Oh, this is really interesting. He's traveling all around. He met Usopp's former. Oh, so I just remembered. He was the one who sent them to all these places. So of course he knows the inhabitants. Of course he does. Wow. This changes everything. So he realized over here, there were like these like advanced medical people. Over here was Dracula Mihawk, and he went to just see what was up over here. And then over here was Vegapunk's old island. So he basically gave he sent the Straw Hats only to places he had been. That's so interesting. While he was looking for a cure for Bonnie. So he sent Robin here because he knew that the Revolutionary Army, and maybe he even tipped off the Revolutionary Army to Robin's whereabouts. That actually wouldn't surprise me at all. Like, that's totally within reason as something that he could totally do and would totally do because they have mutual interests. That's huge. This makes so much sense. Like, Oda killing the game right now. Like, absolutely, like, killing it. So he's also, like, liberating people. Goes to Witheria. He goes to the bug, meets the Hercules beetle guy that he sends Usopp to. This is awesome. It'll be a miracle if she reaches her 10th birthday. This is so fucked up. So who are these guys? Hey, it's him! So there's a black dragon ship. Oh, wait a second. This is the girl who has Sabo's hat. I thought she had the Ace hat, but I guess she just has the Sabo. Who is this cutie? And there's... Wait, is this... Wait, this isn't... what's her name, is it? Wait, is this that girl, the girl with the power to make people, like, the cheer fruit or whatever? Who can, like, cheer people on and make them, like, you know, more powerful, essentially? Hey, it's him! Kuma-chan! Okay, so this is Dragon Ship. I mean, it looks fucking sick. It's got, like, a black dragon helm to it. It's, like, got scales, and it's all jet black. That's a sick ship. So at this point, he hasn't found any leads to a cure, and he's running out of time, which is very sad. It's him! Kuma-chan's! Okay, so we got Eggman, we got girl, whose name I forget. I think it's the girl who can turn people, or make people stronger by cheering for them, and then we got this guy who can tunnel through things. So they all know him, they've met him before. Eva and Inazuma got caught and sent to prison. And how are you holding up? I hear you've been wearing a lot of hats recently. King, Tyrant, and Pirate. Yeah, I mean, all at once, too, which is crazy. King, and it's all in quotations, of course. So these guys are just catching up over some brews. And who's this girl, man? I can't... Who is she? Is she Luffy's mom? I don't know. People change. Oh, please, like anyone in the Revolutionary Army would take those articles seriously. King, Tyrant, and Pirate. Yeah, so he's kind of been on his own journey separate from these guys. That's interesting. But now he's wearing his current drip, his current Kuma drip, which has always been super dope. Like the shirt with like the big like O with like the cross across it. He's wearing like the cool like camo hat and pants, or the cool like cookies and cream looking hat and pants. He's looking great, man. And the cloak is a nice touch. So she knows. She knows he's a good boy. By the way, Kuma, how would you feel if I became the captain of the Eastern Forces? Why are you asking me? Dragon-san won't let anyone officially take up Ginny-sama's old post without your blessing. Oh, so she's, what's her name? She's, she must be, what's it called? Another sharp tongue. Oh, so this is what he's saying about her, and this is a, what's her name? It's, it must be that girl, the girl with the sunglasses, who appears later. She just has a different haircut. She has longer hair. I think she looks better with this haircut and this fit, to be honest. But that's just me. Not trying to police her drip, but that's just how I feel. Another sharp-tongued woman heading up the Eastern Forces? That's fine by me. All right. Sabo and Koala wanted to see you too. Our young revolutionaries are steadily becoming stronger. I'd love you to see how far they've come. As I traveled the world, I often found myself wondering, what would Dragon do here? Honestly, I'd like to return to the revolutionaries too, but that reminds me, I wanted to talk to you about Bonnie. Have you heard of a Navy scientist by the name of Dr. Vegapunk? There was an accident the other day, and he's going to have us to switch labs. It's usually tricky to get a hold of a man like him, but I'm sure security will be pretty lax around him at the moment. Thank you for the lead, Dragon. To be honest, I was close to giving up. I'll try not to be a stranger. Cool. I'm glad these guys are still boys. Just giving him the peace out, bro. Peace out. Nice. Thank you for the lead, Dragon. To be honest, I was close to giving up. I'll try not to be a stranger. If I can cure Bonnie's disease, I'll be ready to fight by your side once more. Hell yeah. Go where the winds of fate take you, my friends. Damn. She beat this dude up. Yeah! Live to eat. And she wears the shirt, live to eat. And she's, she's got a little bit of, what's it called? I don't want to, it's not echinacea. That's like a plant or something. It's, I forget the name of the skin thing. But, she still looks great. Wow, Bonnie, you're amazing. I went easy on her. Cough. Oh, this guy getting fucked up. Who's this guy? I feel bad for him. Daddy. Navy Science Division, Lab 08, future location of Egghead. Oh, interesting. Future location of Egghead. Interesting. So it was before it was known as Egghead Island. That's really cool. Where are we going? I'm taking you for a checkup. This doctor is just going to take a look before you're cured. Gadzooks! People really do come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? I mean, you're one to talk with your giant-ass brain. Jesus Christ, you have huge fucking cranium over here. Funny looking at you. I was thinking the exact same thing. I like that Kuma was more jokey in the past. I didn't expect him to be such a quipster, Holy cow, what a huge head. Kind of creepy. Your physique is extraordinary. Please, you must let me study your muscles. For the sake of scientific progress. Oh, is she the sick child you mentioned? She looks like a cheeky scamp. Well, a little pluckiness never hurt anyone. Oh, that's cute. Sapphire scales, eh? You've done well to contain the spread. I can cure her. You can? Oh, so this is cute. She's hanging out with Sentomaru, because we know that they knew each other later on. We saw them all hanging out together. I'll do it with a method that's never been used in the medical field till now. To be more precise, I'm going to perform a stem cell transplant. Wow, this guy knows about stem cells. Look at that, dude. I'm learning something. I mean, I've watched a lot of medical dramas, so I not a lot, but I've watched a couple medical, like House MD and, Scrubs. So I know a little bit, but yeah, this is funny. That it's interesting that they would bring this into the One Piece anyway. With the amount of money and effort involved in the procedure, it'll be like making a cyborg. You're gonna turn her into a cyborg? No, I'm just comparing the cost. Oh, interesting. I mean, yeah, medicine does cost a lot. We Americans know that, dude. Are you a buccaneer? So he's reading the scans from the tests? Yeah. I work for the government, right? I trust Dragon. What makes my blood so special anyway? I don't have enough samples to explain it in any detail. You want to clone me? That's right, I've been searching for the perfect model for my clone soldier project. If you donate some blood and give me permission to make your clones into soldiers, I'll waive all the medical expenses for Bonnie's procedure. You don't have any money, I assume. Well, it's not like I can pass on an offer like that anyway. But what are you going to do with them? An army where all the soldiers look just like me? Are they going to be like the Marines? That's the gist of it. Have you heard of electromagnetic energy? Aw, so he's, this is cute. I like that Bonnie and Centauro are like kind of becoming buddies, you know? This is cute. This is actually really cute. His head looks like a heart. It's so bizarre. My soldiers will have bodies so sturdy that they deflect bullets. They'll be heroes that protect the weak and helpless. I mean, this is what he thinks the Pacifista are going to be used for. We know that's not the case at all. If only I could get them to fire lasers, too. Those pirates would be scared speechless. In the face of devastating scientific power, evildoers have no choice but to submit. They'll be the warriors of the future. There's no limit to their potential. So he's kind of like a little bit nervous about this, but clearly Vegapunk is very excited. He said you were open about your ambitions. He was right about you being both eccentric and trustworthy. Dragon said that, did he? He's always been a bit holier than thou. If clones of me end up saving people someday, maybe I can view that as a good reason for why I was born. Dragon won't be happy about this arrangement. It's okay, I have nothing but gratitude for you both. Honestly, if it'd cure Bonnie, I would have made a deal with the devil himself. Please just save her. You're quite the saint. The Holy Land of Mary Joyce. The clone soldiers are meant to be weapons. A weapon's worth is deemed by how many people it can kill. Vegapunk is a fool for not making the most of this chance. No matter, I have my own ideas. Yes, sir, your word is our command. Interesting. So who's he talking to? Me, a saint? Don't be silly. I'm just a spineless pacifist. Of course I love keeping the peace. I mean, I don't know if I'd call him a pacifist. He has, like, just actually, like, killed a lot of people at this point. Like, he sunk a fleet, right? Like, that's... and blew up a fucking castle. Like, he's... I mean, I know he did it for good reasons. Like, he did it to protect innocent people. He did it to help people. Like, he did it to, you know, be a revolutionary and, like, save people who were being oppressed. I'm not trying to fault him for anything he did. I think he did the right thing in the instances he was set up with. But calling him a pacifist is very funny to me. He is a gentle man, though. I do agree, and for the most part. Though I like the different sides to Kuma. I like that he isn't just like a pacifist who just takes hits. Although that could have been an interesting way to go with his character. I like that he's someone who does have righteous indignation and will fight back against oppressive forces. That is pretty badass. He is a cool character. And this whole situation is characterizing him in a very interesting way. And I really am truly interested in, like, this has been a really interesting read. I'm just a spineless pacifist, of course. I love keeping the peace. Keeping the peace, eh? I like the sound of that. Why don't we call them the Pacifista? They only wanted peace. So yeah, these two specifically, they just wanted peace. Man, this sucks. But this guy had his own ideas in mind. So I wonder who he's talking to on the phone here. The clone soldiers are meant to be weapons. A weapon's worth is defined by how many people it can kill. So whoever he's talking to on the other line is just speechless. Vegapunk is a fool for not making the most of this chance. No matter, I have my own ideas. Yes, sir, your word is our command. So that's what the people on the other line say, it appears. Although it doesn't appear in the same bubble, so maybe it's other people who are able to enforce this edict by J. Garcia Saturn, who clearly seems to be a very bad man. A very bad man. He's not a good person. He's not a good man. He's a bad dude. He's a bad motherfucker, and not in, like, a cool way. But, yeah, dude, Kuma is something else, dude. The one-man army. So it's a one-man revolution. That's badass, dude. What a cool guy Kuma is. He's becoming a fast favorite of mine, for sure. I like him a lot. I find him to be interesting, relatable in some ways, compelling in many ways. Like, overall, like, this flashback is doing him a lot of justice, and man, I'm not going to read any more after this. Like, I'm going to call it a night for One Piece, but this has been fun. This has been a good binge, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. for now at least. We'll get back into it this upcoming week, probably Thursday, Friday. We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted on that. And yeah, it'll be up on YouTube very soon. So yeah, stay tuned. A lot coming down the pipeline. Other streams of games. We're going to be doing Nier Automata, maybe Lies of P, probably Bleak Faith again soon. But right now on YouTube, we're working on, what's it called? Baldur's Gate 3, which is super fun. Probably going to do Final Fantasy 7, the OG, pretty soon too. So a lot of fun playthroughs coming down the pipeline as well. Some of which will be on Twitch, some of which will just be on YouTube. But yeah, just stay tuned, and I will do my best to entertain. So I will see you guys in the next one, and peace, and have a good one. Have a good night, and rest easy.